Hey everybody, welcome to another night, or our first night of Dark Heresy. And I can't believe it, like we're all big 40K lovers, and we never played 40K on the channel here. But that's about to change, and we're starting with Dark Heresy tonight. They do have a newer 40K game out there. I forget what it's called. Anybody know what that's called? The new one?
Imperium Maledictum.
Yeah. So yeah, that's new, but this one is old. So I guess we'll start with the older one, but everybody seems to like this one the best. I guess it's like a classic or something. I don't know much about it myself. That's why I'm just going to be player tonight. And Karkarib, he's the master of this game, and he's going to GM the story for us tonight. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to advertise Battle Sector too. Like, we play a game, if you like to play 40K, and you want to play that in like a tabletop on video game that's just like 40K, Battle Sector. We got a clan here, big clan that plays it, and we got 2 players here that are from that clan playing here tonight. Battle Sector, the closest thing you're gonna get on a video game to actual 40K. Okay, and then what else we got? Streams in the future. We're still doing the Twilight 2000, which is bi-weekly Saturdays. Sometimes we skip bi-weekly Saturday. It's like a month. But we got Pirate Board coming up next week. It's a new game from the creators of Morkborg. Alien RPG, the new Colonial book, is coming out within a week. I'm going to get the PDF, and then we're going to be working on that. So Alien RPG is coming to the channel. If you like Xenomorphs and the horror of that, stay tuned for that. Also, we have Mothership. There's a lot coming. September is going to be a busy month. We got the new Mothership that was just released. And we got the Walking Dead campaign that will come out the end of September. With that, let's get into the game, and from here I'm going to hand the reins over to Karkareb.
Hey, I'm Karkareb. I'm going to be the GM for tonight's game of Dark Heresy. It's a game, it's a first edition, where the players will assume the role of a group of acolytes working for an Imperial Inquisitor, who's one of the pinnacles of Imperial authority in the 40K universe. The system is D100 based, where the players roll dice for appropriate skill checks, such as shooting, sneaking, or drinking, or other things, of course, with their goal being to roll under their character's skill score in order to succeed. So the higher their skill goes up, the better chance they have of rolling under the dice, the D100 roll. Setting is Grim Darkness of the Far Future. Of course, anybody familiar with 40K should be generally informed on that. Players must utilize their skills, however meager, to rise up from the unwashed masses and stand against the tide of those seeking to orchestrate humanity's ruin. And they'll be sent on those missions with the understanding that once one is inducted into the Inquisition, their previous lives are forfeit, now ruled by masters second in authority to only he who watches on Terra. Now on to our acolytes. Tonight we have joining us Bartleby.
Hello. Do you want me to introduce myself now, or
If you'd like, that'd be fine.
I'll just say right now that I'm playing Tech Priest Severus, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I don't know if we're going to do in-game introductions, so if that's the case, I'll save it till then. Is that cool?
That's fine.
Awesome.
Then we have Bonus Man as Tib. Bonus Man, are you here?
I forgot I muted myself.
There you go.
Sorry, Tib here.
All right, and then Immortal Infernal.
Hi, I'll be playing Jace for the duration of this campaign.
And then, of course, Omega.
Dark Infernal. Or just me, okay. Yeah, well, I got an introduction. I might as well state what my character is. My name is Octus Kalama. I was born in the dreaded hive city called Drell, on the far-off planet called Padma. I struggled from the very beginning. I was raised in the depths of poverty, where I learned survival on the unforgiven streets. Over time, I caught the attention of a secret group called the Whispering Shadows, and they took me under their wing. While under the guise of the Whispering Shadows, I became an expert infiltrator and assassin. I learned the art of the silent movement, marksmanship, and the intricacies of poison. My first mission was a baptism by fire, a test of my newfound skills. I was tasked of eliminating our corrupt planetary governor, who had been exploiting the hive's population for personal gain. With a combination of careful planning and ruthless execution, I might add, I succeeded, marking the beginning of this new career. Over time, my reputation grew until the Inquisition noticed me. They offered me great wealth and power and freedom to travel the universe. So I accepted, and now I am here.
All right. So, those are our players. With that, we can get into tonight's adventure. We're going to be using a pre-generated campaign, Tattered Fates, which is part of the Harlock Legacy trilogy, which is one of the pre-generated campaigns that they came out with for Dark Heresy First Edition. It's a bit of a jumping-off point, so if you're familiar with that story, please enjoy these Acolytes' experience as they delve into the world of Warhammer 40,000. Okay, all that intro out of the way, you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got a bit of exposition here just to set the scene, and then you can take it after that, alright? Darkness has taken you, leaving you endlessly falling into empty oblivion without sight or sound. Moments flash briefly into being and fade again. A cold iron table, and bright light above you. The mocking voice of a child. The reeking stench of beasts and raw meat. Weightlessness. The hammering of great machinery, and finally, fetid black water oozing beneath you and chill winds stirring foul air. You wake slowly to find yourself paralyzed in cold darkness, your voice silent and your body as limp and useless as a rag doll. You are helpless to act or speak, or even hold your thoughts together, but you can hear the ragged breathing of others in the dark telling you that you are not alone in your fate, and feel bone-deep ache in your limbs confirming that you yet live. Sickly green lamps flicker on in the walls, and a dozen figures appear, wading shin-deep through rank waters toward the cold platform on which you and other tangled forms hang. They wear ragged cloaks over dark body armor, and their faces are covered by grotesque animal masks fashioned with glittering metal and stitched skin. Each mask is different, one a hound, one a serpent, another a swine, and so on, while the leader wears the gilded visage of a jackal with crimson teeth. Chains are released, and you are dumped into the ice-cold filth of the water with the others, all equally helpless, heaped up like in a mass grave for the living. Each of you is swiftly and perfunctorily examined by the masked men like livestock at a market. The jackal mask barks a curt order, and he and the others back away swiftly into the darkness. Frost creeps across the walls, and the waters beneath you grow cold as a grave. As from the darkness a human-shaped, spike-studded metal cabinet comes into view, pushed along by two stunted and misshapen figures. Another shadowed form, tall and lean, hangs back on the edge of sight behind them. Horror is heaped upon horror as the iron cabinet opens to reveal the severed head and mutilated torso of a young woman floating within a column of unearthly light. The woman's eyes snap open, and cruel white light floods out. You feel the stabbing claws of a vile force invade your mind with its polluting touch, as you and your fellow captives finally find voice enough to scream. The force withdraws suddenly as the iron cabinet snaps shut. A silver-clawed hand rises from the darkness and indicates 3 captives in turn. The misshapen figures lunge forth and drag them screaming into the darkness, where they are abruptly silenced. Mercifully, you are not among them. The light fades and oblivion takes you again. You awaken once more to find yourselves in a wide, circular, high-sided pit, perhaps some 15 meters across, along with a number of fellow captives. The ground is covered with moist, reeking sand and is littered with broken bones and other detritus. Set into the rusted metal walls at irregular intervals are spiked and studded iron grates of varying shapes and sizes, and flickering lumen globes recessed behind heavy mesh. Some 6 meters above you, the walls of the pit are topped with saber-like, inward-curving blades and loose coils of corroded razor wire. Beyond that is darkness, from which you can hear the distant rumble of heavy machinery. Okay. So I'm just gonna set a timer for some of the next things that happen, so feel free to wake up and introduce yourselves or whatever you would do waking up in this, pit.
But can I just start right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have listened to Mom. All those sacrifices were a joke. I kind of.
Am I allowed to do a perception check to like see if there's anything like loose or that we can grab to maybe get out of here?
Okay, so in Dark Heresy, that would be awareness.
Okay.
And absolutely.
So no.
Let's see. 1 degree of failure. Sorry, I'm just looking through my notes here. So again, generally, you find a few bits of like bone and detritus, shards and chunks of bone, some rocks, and perhaps some tattered bits of clothing.
Okay, can I try awareness? I got it's my basic skill. I got after putting into it.
Yeah, go for it.
Where's the dice roller for this?
It should be on your character sheet, and then you click the roll in the roll category.
Extra roll character. I'll just do it inside the Discord chat. I'm finding myself lagging now finding this stuff. Here it is.
Just say the roll then.
1d100. 28. My skill is 28.
Okay. Yeah, so looking around, you find pretty much the same thing. There are several other people in the pit with you as well. Some lie still on the ground, apparently still under the effects of the drugs that were used to get you to this point. Again, as well as other varying bits of bone and shards of metal, clothing, belts that you could potentially try to fashion into some form of improvised weapon.
Is any of my fellow guardsmen awake that are near me?
Well, there are people
Jace
in
is
the
one
pit.
of them.
Okay, I kind of nudge one awake.
And so as you're nudging, and if you want to just let me know which one you're nudging, you hear a distant howling issue from the tunnels located at the edges of the arena, appearing to get steadily closer.
Well, oh shit, I know what this means. I kind of blur out. Is anyone awake?
I am.
I am also awake.
So, what's the last thing you guys remember? Because I remember getting hit on the head.
yeah, what is the last thing we remember, GM?
Basically the exposition that you were given is the last thing you remember. So you were wherever you were, and then you lived through this weird kind of amalgam of sights and experiences that are all kind of jumbled together because you're coming up from this, being put out, as well as if you have any implants, those have been unfortunately disabled at this point in time.
I'm assuming we don't have any of our gear, our clothes on our back.
Like, as you go and pat around yourself, no, it appears they've taken all of your primary gear or anything you would have been equipped with. So now you just have the tattered remains of what clothing you were wearing. It's fairly dirty and grimy, like it's just been mistreated, kind of like all of you have.
You said there were metal shards on the floor?
Yeah, you could see some metal shards on the floor.
I would like to pick one up and use it as a weapon.
Okay. Are you gonna just pick up a metal shard, or?
With the scraps of clothing, like make a handle around one end of it.
Wait, there's scraps of clothes around?
Yeah, there are scraps of clothing and leather scattered about as your perception.
I got a better idea.
That you noticed.
As soon as I see that, I'm more to pat down his pants. I look at the guardsman next to me, and I try to pull down his pants and take the pants.
Isn't he conscious?
Well, they're probably somewhat conscious, and I'm just gonna try to explain to him, we gotta get out quickly, so I'm gonna need your pants.
So you're just taking his pants.
I'm gonna take his pants. We're guardsmen, so I'm pretty sure he's seen stranger.
Well, they're not necessarily guardsmen, but that's just the generic pictures that I use for that. I guess try to do sleight of hand is advanced, but I'll let you. Wrangling is also advanced.
I'll do strength. I'm not trying to be subtle about it.
Okay, yeah, give me a straight strength check. That'd be fine.
Okay, let's see. My strength is 34. $82.
So the person you're trying to pull their pants off kind of struggles and kind of kicks you away. It's like, what are you doing? Stop!
I need your pants real quick, man. Something's howling, and we gotta get out of here soon. And I see a lot of barbed wire, and I'm thinking if we can use your pants or some other clothes, we can probably escape.
And so as you're saying this to him, the lamps flicker, cutting off for a few moments, and then they cut back on, and the light is weaker now, and it seems to slowly pulse like a heartbeat.
Okay, we don't really have much time, so you gotta make this decision quick. Does he reply?
He seems very out of it and distracted, and kind of stumbles to his feet and looks around like, oh no, this is bad.
I give him a slap and say, I need your pants so we can both get out.
Use your own pants!
Roll intimidation. I can't remember if it's intimidation.
While this is happening, I want to do something.
Yeah, intimidate.
I'm still up cold.
Like
I'm not up yet.
I'll wait for him to...
Everybody's waking up about the same time, so you should all be awake at this point.
Intimidation strength?
Intimidate is strength-based, yes. So if you have it trained, it'd be at the full modifier. If you don't have it trained, it'd be at half, rounded down.
24, and I have 44.
Okay, so that's he's not having it. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not giving you my pants. Are you insane?
Do you have any other good ideas? How are we gonna climb over these barbs?
Use your pants.
Hey, you got pants? Use your pants. What do you need my pants for?
Oh, screw that. I was trying to take a quick way out so I don't have to tie something together.
Okay, so while he's...
Okay, look around for anybody that looks more useful.
Well, at this point, Severus stands up, and you can tell he doesn't look like the others. He's wearing a red robe with some trim, and he's got he looks very fleshy. He still has a lot of his organic matter, but he's got some implants on his arms and on both sides of his arms, and you can tell that he's on his way to becoming a more augmented type of human. I would imagine most people know what the tech priest, the Adeptus Mechanicus, and what we were about, I guess, or.
Yeah, that'd be pretty standard Imperial knowledge. The cult Mechanicus is used throughout the length and breadth of the Imperium to keep equipment running. So.
Okay, as I see him rise, I'm like, "Hey, you got anything to help us get out?"
So I look at the guy that addresses me, and I do a little nod, and I say, I am Tech Priest Severus, 64th of that name, and his voice is very calm. I'm very calm, and I say I was here sent here in service of Archmagus Parcellus Thule for some sort of employment, but it appears that this is not what he had in mind. You seem very
sorry.
You seem very distressed, and then I say, my emotional cores are returning sensations of urgency and worrying urgency and fear from you, but I choose not to acknowledge them. What is it you are wishing to do?
Get out of the hole.
Well, it's clear that you're incapable of using those materials. Can I make like a tech use roll and try to see if I can think of something like a weapon to fashion?
And can we assist by helping him gather material?
Yeah, you could absolutely assist. It's not really tech. It'd be more of a trade skill.
The reason I said tech use is because
It's Bob the Builder.
yeah, it's like to repair mechanical items. Can also be used to repair faulty or damaged items. Tech use might sometimes be used to build an item from scratch, although relevant trade skills more commonly used.
That's why I say a relevant trade skill or potentially survival in this instance. But go ahead, you can use tech use, but since it's not really tech, I'll give you a -10. And then if they're assisting, that give a +10 to that, so it'd be straight roll.
Straight roll? Okay. I'll just roll it in roll 20.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
So I'm pointing and I'm saying, you there, brown-haired one, grab that item, and you over there, the one that is very emotional, grab that femur over there, and I believe that is the remains of someone's dental instruments. Grab that, and I'm kind of pointing, and I say, now I need you to tear this piece of clothing off. You won't need that, and then I start fashioning something together.
Yeah, so you managed to fashion a fairly functional club out of said femur, and I'm kind of assuming you stick the teeth into it, so it's a little bit of a spiked bone teethy club.
I'll say this weapon is crude, but it should serve your kind. I say, and I give it back to the guy who was all like emotional.
That would be me.
Here you are.
So
Shall we fashion another?
So as you hand him the club, you see one of the cage gratings on the side walls begins to crank upwards, and it jams at the halfway point. So it would be this one right here. Jams at the halfway point, revealing a smooth tubular tunnel about 1 meter across that descends downward at a steep angle into the darkness.
Okay. Bartley, would you mind assisting me in this roll? Next roll?
It depends. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my awareness to look down the tunnel for any potential dangerous creature.
No, Severus wouldn't assist on that. He would say, we haven't done proper introductions. Who's everyone else that is here? And there's he's got no care in the world. It's like he's just unemotional. He's just calm as a bomb. He's just, who is this one here? What is your name? And he points to...
I will assist with the awareness.
Okay, if he's doing that, I'm pointing to Octus Colomer. You're awake, right?
Well, just say that I was sleeping during all that. And now,
Okay, well, he's-
now I'm just waking
Sorry.
up. So I guess you poked me then, right?
Another one returns to consciousness. Yeah, I help you to your feet.
Like, where are we? The Inquisition promised me riches and glory and freedom. What is this? Have I been foiled? Are we in a prison?
I do not think we're in a prison, my good sir. It appears we're in some sort of... Sorry, go ahead.
I would say any Imperial citizen, except one that's led a very sheltered life, of which many of the guardsmen, as well as the assassin, probably would not be in that category, would recognize this as some form of blood sport arena.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just going to say that. My good man, it does not appear we're in a prison. I believe we're in some sort of sports arena that you kind seem to engage in, although I do not see the sport in this.
Why do you have all that weird machinery all over your body? I have not seen people like you on my planet. You,
I am a...
What are you?
I am a tech priest. I am a tech priest of the one and only, the Alpha and the Omega, the Omnissiah.
Oh, I heard of the mighty tech priests. But it looks like you are in the same predicament as me.
It appears I am. The others are trying to facilitate some kind of escape. We might wish to aid them.
Certainly. Escape and infiltration is my specialty.
Oh.
And the two guardsmen, you went over to look down the grate over here, correct?
yes, I'm gonna take a roll for that. Son of a gun, 85.
Okay, so even with an 85, it's as you look down the passageway, it's a vile, hot stench, like the smell of gutted animals just kind of blows out of the tunnel into your face. It hits you right in the face. It's just this really terrible, smelly smell, you know. And then the howling that you can hear, it seems to almost be like circling around to this tunnel specifically, and it's coming closer and closer. And as that happens, at the edge of the pit wall, a figure appears at the top, looking down. And he's half hidden in the darkness, shrouded in a dark leather cloak, and his face is covered with an elaborate heron mask of polished bone, and it's framed by a spray of gold feathers that go out the back.
Okay, as I recoil, like, oh, Jesus Christ, I look back at Omega, the guy that woke up. I'm like, hey, you just woke up. Can you make another one of these clubs for a second?
What did you see? There's some kind of horror on your face.
Well, that was just a nasty, very bad smell. Terrible, but that's not usually good in my predicament. Can you make another one of these clubs for me while I do something real quick? I look at the other guardsmen that are next to me.
I don't use
James.
clubs. I use blades. Clubs are
No, I said
primitive.
make another.
There's metal scrap on the floor.
Yeah.
I'll see.
So I check.
Yeah, I'll look and see if I can...
I check my body and there's nothing, right? No weapons, nothing.
No, just the clothes.
Oh my God.
It is substantially more used and soiled than they were when you last, were familiar with them.
Okay, so I do what he says and I look for the pieces of metal and I try to make a blade.
Okay, do you want to do like an awareness roll? Or...
Sure. Awareness.
Yeah, or search would also be fine.
I got a bonus in awareness.
So, you look around and you look for like a bladed object, but you can't really find anything that's substantial enough to actually merit, trying to fashion into it. Like there's a lot of shards, but they're either not pointed enough, or they're not long enough, or they're not, no edge on them. So nothing really catches your eye as would serve.
I can't find nothing in this filth.
Okay, as he struggles to find stuff in the filth, I use the club to try to jam the cage to keep it from opening.
It's already open halfway.
Yeah, it's open halfway right now. It's
Oh.
stopped, kind of stuck.
Okay.
What are these
then
other guys doing here?
Can I use my awareness just to look around the top to see if there's a way out upwards?
Let's see.
Like, is that ladder over there?
It's really designed so that it's not easy to escape, and the walls are battered and corroded. There does appear to be a ladder over here, but it's retracted all the way up right now. So it's all the way level with the edge of the wall. So you could try climbing it if you'd like to try climbing it, but it will be extremely difficult.
Okay, I got an idea. I go up to the mechanic, this guy. I'm like, hey, can you fashion this more into a hook shape?
I believe so. Let me try.
Can I? Okay,
I'll try.
I think I can sit in this.
Can I try doing that?
Yeah,
GM?
sure. Like I said, I'd still put it at a -10, especially with no specific tools or other implements to fashion it into anything specific. And as you're working on this, the howling it starts to draw closer. You can hear it splits into multiple distinct cries, joined swiftly by the sound of pounding feet. So you can actually hear stuff coming up the tunnel now.
Okay, while he does that, can I look at the?
I succeed.
Sorry.
I got a success.
Yeah, so with 1 degree of
1.2.
success, you manage to take the bone and take a little piece of stone from the ground and just like kind of hollow out part of it to where it's got a slight bit of a hook to it.
Okay.
Yeah, Severus's like, he says something, mutters to himself, this is so primitive, this is just a shame. May the Omnissiah have mercy on me. May he not see me in this predicament. What shame, using such primitive tools. And then I hand it back to him.
Okay. What skill do you think would be if he could help me fashion it into my pants into a rope, tie it to the hook thing?
That again would be more of a trade or a survival. I'm gonna say probably. Yeah, really, like I said, all of those are going to be more advanced skills. If you don't have trained, that'd be very difficult to just come up with that on your own as your character.
Okay, I look at Jace's character.
How high is the ladder?
This one's assassin.
From
This Colmer. Sorry, I'm just gonna finish with Lego and ask him, how high can you jump?
Well, I could jump pretty high. I'm the best of my class, or best on the planet, I might add.
Okay, I hope you're not bullshitting. I'm gonna need you to grab this, hook the ladder. I'm gonna grab onto your bottom of your legs once you hook it, or it'll pull it down.
Okay. How high is where the ladder's at?
It's all the way up at the top, so it's level with the actual wall of the pit, which I believe I said was like 6 or 8 meters up.
6 or 8
So can I give him
meters.
like a
Wow,
boost
that's
up?
Yes, 6 meters up.
it's pretty
So can I
giant.
give him a boost up?
Yeah, if you'd like to try to climb up the side, you can give me a climb test. If you're going to help him, I'll give you a little bit of a bonus to that, so it'd be at -20, because again, it's really corroded sides, really rusted out edges. So yeah, you can climb, but it would be at a -20 to that.
What about a jump?
You cannot jump 6 meters, I'm sorry.
Dang it.
So, okay, I'll try to climb. This is kind of tough, guys. I don't know if I can make it. It's kind of high.
Can we give him like a boost? Like, stack up or trying to raise him up?
Yeah, maybe 2 of you could stack up.
Yep, like I said, if you help him, that'll be at a -20 instead of worse than that. Trying to do it by himself.
Well, my
be
roll-
significantly more difficult.
Well, my roll says 31. Does that include my my modifier,
So-
strength?
Probably not. So climb is if you have climb trained. It's a basic skill.
Yeah, my strength is 31, and it's trained, and it still says 31.
Yep, so trained gives you the full modifier for basic skills. Untrained would give you half, so you'd have to roll under a 15. So 31, and then we're also doing a minus 20, so you're going to need an 11 or better.
God. Should I go for it, guys? There's only a 10% chance.
I mean, there's no negative to trying it. If you don't do it, you just can't
Okay,
get
so
out
let's
right
try
now.
it. Let's try it. Here we go.
Yeah. Out of character, go for it. In character, yeah,
In
Severus.
character, we all look stupid.
I think this is very unlikely you're going to make this jump.
No.
Given your muscle mass and your height, I think it's very unlikely.
Rolls a 1.
Yeah, so that's a 56, so that's like 4 degrees of failure. Yeah, 100%. You try to crawl up the side wall, and it's just, you're not finding any perches. The parts that are rusted aren't good for handholds. The little curved hook bill climbing tool just really isn't quite cutting it. And so as you are working on this sidewall, the inhuman howling becomes a frenzied cacophony of screams as a writhing tide of bone and meat erupts from the darkness of the tunnel. Struggling and tearing at each other in their haste to reach the pit are a pack of hideous creatures, lean, feral things of jutting bone and red, glistening muscle caging organs that pulse and shudder beneath their transparent, membranous skin. The first one leaps from the tunnel mouth and onto the filthy sands of the pit, rearing up on 2 legs, tail lashing as its blind, equine skull probes the air around it in search of prey. Behind it, its fellows are caught, struggling against the half-open grate, none willing to give quarter and allow the others through ahead for the feast. And so give me just 1 second to drop some just friends in with you guys.
This is like a Tyrannid?
Not specifically.
More likely a mutant.
Let's see. Okay, so let's see. So just for positioning's sake, did both of you go over to help?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, these are gonna pop out here, and we'll just. Oh, I forget how to. There we go. And so there's several of them that are crammed into the doorway. They don't really want to let anyone out. If you have beast lore, you can roll beast lore to know some stuff about it. And other than that, it's time to roll initiative, actually.
Wait, yo, and this is the basic Imperial lore, since this is probably like a creature from like a hive world or something?
No, it'd be beast lore for this one.
Okay.
Very specific.
Asking.
And then initiative is D10 plus whatever bonuses, yes?
Your agility bonus.
Okay.
And let me see if here's a square there.
G... 5.
Oh, I can't control my token.
That's good.
You attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected.
Yeah.
Control
Right.
by...
Gabe checked his
There,
ass.
I got it now.
I also don't have mine.
Oh.
6.
I can't see my character sheet anymore.
I haven't been in Roll20 in ages.
Yeah, I think I got you set up
Oh.
here now. I thought I had it set
Okay.
up. No worries. How about now?
I've got me. Thank you.
There we go. Alright, everybody should be able to move themselves now. Okay.
There we go. This is my guy. There we go.
So for Wary, as a Hive Worlder, we get a +1 to initiative. So in that, I do 1d10 +1 and then hit roll from AG, or do I do the custom roll of +3?
You can just add. I mean, just like I say, just click on it and roll. I'm not sure the right way to.
You could always just roll it, and then the GM could just change it in the turn order.
Okay, we'll try this then.
It appears we are out of time. Was there anybody else awake during this time, or was it just us?
I got a +1 too. I'm a Hive Worlder, right? So I got 10.
Yep.
Actually, we could change our own.
Yeah,
I changed mine.
Yeah, you should be able to edit it after you get it all set up.
Yeah, mine was set correctly.
Tip's gonna feel the pain.
Yeah, so the other people in here are gonna all move as a group at the end of the turn order, just because that's a little smoother for everything. But they are mostly awake at this point. This gentleman right here is actually, he's still kind of groggy.
It's too bad. We could have fed one of them too.
Oh, don't worry. As long as we can just let them kill a few more, we can probably distract them.
So we should stand behind them, and when they attack,
Yes.
we'll get.
Either they
bonus,
get full or they're distracted.
what's your agility bonus?
It's 3, and I gotta roll the 2, so I have 5.
So you're 5.
Yeah, 5 total.
Okay, bonus, are you Tib or?
You gotta.
I'm Tib.
Okay.
Okay, Octopus, Jace, Tib, Severus, and the creatures. So, first things first, this thing is actually kind of scary. So you have to make a fear test, which is a willpower test.
Willpower. I could handle that.
Everybody do it right now? Right.
Yep. Everybody is a little afraid because it is a, kind of creepy monster.
I rolled.
Yes.
I rolled
Yes.
98.
That is bad. All right.
I choose to ignore my emotional cores at this point.
Yeah,
bother
so
me.
Everest, you're totally fine. Jace, that is, I don't know why that's success. It's actually a
Yeah,
base
so-
failure.
Tib got a 6. His will is 34.
Okay, yeah, no, Tib is good. Six is totally fine. But if you shake it off, it's not really that scary to you. The other 2, you have to make a shock roll, which is another D100. And then we're going to add +10 to that roll for every degree of failure you just had. So, Jay's, yours would be flat, and Octus,
Yeah.
you're in bad shape. So yeah, just roll straight D100. And I got the book open right here to our shock table, and we'll see if you don't run
21.
Arrogance. All right, so 2791. Panic grips the character. He must flee the source of his fear, if able, as fast as he can, and if prevented from doing so, he may only take half actions at a -20 penalty to all tests. The character gains 1d5 insanity points. Once away from the danger, he must successfully snap out of it to regain control. So you are not having a good day.
I think I'm in
I'll
limbo.
roll my sanity points.
Jace 87 is the same result. So 1d5 insanity points, and you're now trying to run away from it as the only thing you want to do, or -20 to anything else if you cannot run away from it.
So I'm first. I guess I can only run, right?
That's correct for right now. yay, this is the best system in the whole game, and I'll probably tone it back for future sessions, but, you know, just want to get that first oh no out of the way.
Well, I'm like, you guys see me, like, I always had this mean, gruff look on my face, but this is the first time you're seeing horror approach his face. I'm like, looking at this thing. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. What is that thing? There's no such things in the hive world. How could such things exist? And I just, I can't, it runs to the corner behind everybody. And he starts trying to climb the wall, trying to get out of here.
That's probably a little far.
Oh, my movement? Let's see what my movement is. So
yeah, you're actually significantly slower usually in this game than most of their
well,
role places.
do I don't know how many actions do I get. A run's 18 for me.
Yeah, it runs a full action, so yeah, you just run 18, and that's what you did. So it's, I mean, we can kind of just
Is that
15 or something like
Oh,
that.
that's 18 feet. Okay, so I'll be
Yeah, something like right in here.
Okay. Wow.
Again, this is a little looser.
Yeah, you can't go far.
regular D&D.
Well,
No,
I kind of like it so
very
far.
slow.
It's interesting. I like hardcore games.
Definitely Warhammery.
Yep. All right, Jace, you're up.
With a run of 12, would I move 2 squares or 3?
I'd say 2. Something like in this area.
Why are you doing
All right.
Why are you doing that?
Tib. It's the little measure bar. Anything else?
Snap.
So it's like.
So I'm guessing
Oh, there it is.
on the
So
character
action
sheet
12 is like right in here.
where it says 3 points, that's like 5 feet per point.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's 5 feet. Each square is like 5 feet.
Yeah, just about that. Like I say, we'll have to fudge it a little bit because it's not really a square system.
Okay, guess I will be moving from here, then over here.
Well, and again, if you passed your tests, you don't have to do that. But from here to here is like 30 feet of movement, so that's very, very far.
So can't do that.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just doing a full movement to reposition myself behind everybody.
So you're doing a run, which is a full action, and your run is
It says 6 on the movement chart, my character sheet on the Roll20. Well, actually, it says 18.
I was gonna say your run should be AGB times 6, which is 18. Yeah. So you'll be right in here with the rest of the group at this point. Yep. All right, Severus.
Yeah, I see these kind of panicky, emotional wave that washes over my companions here, and I think to myself, perhaps it is the will of the Omnissiah. We should find a way out of here. I'm gonna just move. I'm not gonna run. Can I just do like a move but still look kind of thing? What I want to do is look at.
You can do a full
I want to
move
see if
as a half action.
that's 6. So I can move 1 space.
Sorry, a half move. Yeah, a half move would be a half action.
Oh, 3.
So yeah,
And then-
basically 1 space, and then if you want to do like a perception or a awareness or an intelligence check to see if you can, like, if you know anything about them or can figure anything out about its movements. And that's minus.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to use my mind to trying to figure out some sort of advantage or something that we could possibly use against these creatures. Maybe something in my memory banks or something that.
Yeah, well, like I said, give me a perception or an awareness or an intelligence check.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Whichever
intelligence.
one you'd like to do. Yep.
I'm a lot smarter than I am, more smart than I am perceptive. Ugh, not with an 82 though.
In this case, you can't really get anything from it. It just kind of came busting out among its fellows and is just standing there, kind of casting about.
Okay, I just moved the 1 square then, that's it.
All right, so it is gonna go now.
Sure, you leave me guys in the front.
It's okay. You can do it. You're so badass.
There's still 5 NPCs there. Don't worry.
Yeah, hope they go for them.
And so within
you're
that,
closer.
it kind of looks around tentatively, and it doesn't really do anything to start with. It's still getting its bearings. It's still like it fell down onto the sand a little bit, and now it's like standing up, and it casting its big long equine face around with this like big long tongue that kind of like an anteater tongue that comes out, and it flicks around a little bit. So now it's back to Octus.
Octa, so am I still scared, or I got to roll to try to get out of it?
I'm gonna let you roll to start getting out of it because the fear system in this game is not the greatest, and it's a little bit problematic when you're in a pit for the next question mark turns. So yeah, go ahead and make another willpower check to see if you can kind of get yourself back together.
Oh. No.
So no, for right now, you are completely shaken.
Yeah.
You do not like whatever that thing is.
It's like Mothership. The D100 systems are deadly, man. Okay. So can I run at least? Can I run? Okay, so I'm gonna run.
Yep, you can still run away from it, but that's right now. That's all you've got.
Okay, I'm going 1, 2, 3. I gotta go right there. 1, 2, 3, right there.
All right.
Okay.
Base. Same deal.
Willpower. Nope.
Nope. Yep. It's that spooky.
Spooky skeletons.
We're just gonna go here.
All right, Tim.
I'm gonna make a half move over here.
So a half move is gonna be like probably around 3 feet. So it's really like 1 square.
No, that's sad. So
Yeah, it's like even if we're not drawing the legs, right now, I'll just say 1 square because that's a little simpler.
okay. That is slow. Okay, I'm gonna go awareness again. I'm gonna look at gate number 4 to see if it's openable.
Okay.
I'm not really in good luck with these. That's a 67.
As far as you can tell, it's not openable from where you're at right now.
From where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean it assumedly opens in some way, shape, or form, but from where you are, it appears to be pretty much locked down.
Here.
All right, Severus.
Everest?
I was talking, muted. We've checked one of the gates, right? And we can't.
I
Doesn't
failed
look like
checking gate number 4.
Okay. Can I move again 1 space and just try to pick my way through this? Maybe
Sure.
something with
I'll give you
the police?
a +10 this time since you are still just basically backing up and watching it.
Hey!
And the way it always goes, you don't need the bonus when you.
Yeah, when you roll like a 5 on the.
Are you rolling in Discord?
No, I'm rolling in roll 20. Is that okay?
Yeah, roll 20 is good.
Well, I didn't even notice it. Didn't come up on my screen. I didn't see you roll.
Is it possible that he has it set to GM roll?
Oh, you.
So only GM.
Oh, it is. Actually, it is. It says 2 GM.
Okay.
Oops.
Yep, it's green. So there you go. So he rolled a 5, which is 4 degrees of success. So with that, now that you're kind of staring at it and watching it again, kind of like cast about and look, you can see it can't really see in the conventional sense. You see it doesn't have any eyes, and it's kind of like smelling and trying to hear the sounds, and every little like twitch and clatter and all the roiling bodies behind it are like distracting it a little bit, but it's starting to like cancel that out. So you can tell that it could be potentially distracted with some kind of like noise and things like that.
Great. Can I do something as a free action to say something, or?
Yeah, you can talk as a free action.
All right, I'm gonna say. It appears that the Xeno has no. Is it a? I don't know if it's a. Well, is it a Xeno? I don't know if it would be.
Potentially. I mean, it's probably not like corgi.
A domesticate. I will say the unknown biological specimen has no eyes. It appears to be tracking us by sound. Distract it. I knew I should have taken that talent, the warble like that. There's that talent that I should have. That would have been really useful at this point.
Well, they're always useful at some point, All right. Yeah. So this time it's kind of again looking around. It seems like it's kind of gotten its bearings, and it charges at the closest person who's still just like standing there a little bit like since it wasn't moving, he wasn't moving, but now it kind of twitched toward him, and that made him and the second he made the big noise, it just pounces at him. So it's going to try to attack him.
Human meat shield.
And it misses. It fights right next to him, but he's, like watching out for it, wary, and it kind of like, it just bites right next to him, and it doesn't connect. So now we're back to Octus.
These guys are just playing with us.
So this time, since you're still getting your bearings in the same, I'll give you a +10 on this roll, and of course, the longer you have to keep running away from it, it'll probably get a little bit less scary over time.
Okay, +10.
You can do it. Trust in the Messiah.
Just in the Emperor.
There you go.
Got it.
There you go.
Just on. I guess that +10 was actually worth it.
So does that mean I could act this turn, or do I just come to my senses?
That's fine. We're doing the snap out for this one at the beginning, just because it's more interesting. Like I say, I'm gonna fudge the rules in some places because there's some places they need to be fudged.
Sure. Okay, so I turn around and I'm like, snap out of it, Octus. You're better than that. And I look and try to get my bearings. Why is there 3 sitting back and 1 playing with the guardsmen?
The 3 in the gate are actually probably a few more than that, and they're all just like crammed and mashed in there trying to push past each other, and they've gotten themselves so stuck that unless the gate moves, they can't actually get in anymore. This is what it looks like from there. And they're just, they're crawling and digging into the dirt, just like, all these horrible, like, want to eat you sounds.
And I noticed this guy up here. What's this up here?
That is a man wearing a... He's got this elaborate heron mask of polished bone with some gold feathers spraying out behind behind it, and he's just watching. He's got a big, long leather cloak wrapped around him. And he's just been watching this since a little bit before the monsters were released into the pit.
Does he have any protection? Is there any cage in front of him or anything? Can I reach him anyway?
He's at the top of the pit, 8 or 6 meters up.
But I could reach him at 6 meters.
Oh, if you could
20 feet
climb
about?
up the wall.
That's pretty big, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Remember, you attempted this climb already.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's minus 20 if
You
I
could
try.
to climb up. If you have health,
It was minus 20 because you were assisted by 2 people.
That's correct.
Oh,
without
shit.
any assistance, that would be at a minus 40.
Well, I got no weapons.
I think you actually have the hook club climbing apparatus.
No.
Is that no?
Tib has it.
Okay.
And
Then no.
Tib's
You
running
have,
away.
you have exactly 2 weapons, but I wouldn't say they're
Okay.
necessarily.
I'm gonna scout for anything I could use as a weapon. Is what I'm gonna do for my
give
main
me,
action.
Like I say, you can give me an awareness check would be fine,
Okay.
or search if you had, depending on if you had either one trained.
Come on.
Oh,
No,
I got-
failed.
No, it's really slim pickings. There's like I said, some bits of bone, shards of metal, but nothing that you could fashion into a weapon, as well as just blood-stained sand kind of goes through your fingers as you try to scatter it about where you see piles.
And how many move can I do after doing that? A full move, half move, charge,
You
run.
can do a half move.
Half move, so I could move 1.
Yep. Yeah. So full move and a run and a charge are all full actions. It's just if you run, you're at a minus 20 to get shot and a plus 20 to get hit. So if you run into somebody, they have a much easier time hitting you.
Okay,
So that's kind of the difference between a full move and a run.
that's my turn.
All right, Jace, you are up, sir.
You can do it, Jace.
Probably not. Only my
Like I
luck.
said, and you'll also get a plus 10 to that. Yep, and nope, you are still afraid, still not digging the monster. So you can run away, or you're pretty much as far away as you can get. So you just try to. Heck, you could try to climb up the wall. That'd be basically trying to get away. So if you'd like to try to climb up the wall,
Sure, why not?
give you something to try to do. Roll a good solid 3 and boom, you just scare the cat out of there.
No.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it today. All right, Tib.
Okay.
It's like
I'm gonna
attacking
make
the
another
sisters,
half
man.
move.
You don't do it.
I move to the gate again. I'm gonna make another awareness roll to find any opening mechanisms or if it can be opened.
Okay, and I will say, looking down through the grate, it does appear to be more tunnels like the ones you saw on the other side. So it probably leads to other places where there are spiky, bitey things. But if you'd like to try opening it, you're more than
welcome. That's really painful to know that each behind every grate is more monsters.
Well, not is, but could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Hey Bartley, what's your perception?
You can see that Severus is kind of like, he's always kind of in his own little world. He's not attuned. He's not like seeing things. He's just kind of like, oh, this is interesting. And then he can see he's just kind of in his own little mind. He's not perceptive at all.
Okay, here's my awareness check. I think I know where to find this. I look for things on the ground that would indicate that creatures would commonly move by like footprints. Since there's sand on the floor, that'd be something. There's probably scat around, some probably bones, the amount of them, and see if any of that indicates if there's any creatures behind this door. So let's roll. And I fudged it again. 64.
Okay, yeah. So again, it is, as far as you can tell, this appears to be an identical kind of dump-in grate where they could, kind of wheel up a different kind of creature or release a different kind of creature into these tunnels to eventually reach this pit for more, blood sport fights, either against hapless victims like yourselves, or a gladiator, or other animals of some kind.
I have a terrible idea that really just went through my head, but I'll have to wait till next round.
All right, Severus.
I'm gonna move. Does it? Maybe an unfair question, but would it? Do I think it would? There could be some value in still continuing to observe the creatures, or do I think that this is like I've learned what I can?
At this point, it seems like mostly you've learned what you would learn just from observing it, is that it is blind and seeks through sound and smell.
Okay. Yeah. What the heck to do here? I'm gonna. How far can I run? It's 18, right? So that would be 3 spaces, right? 1, 2. I'm gonna run up there.
All right.
And that's all.
Okay, do it. Okay, that's all you want to do.
I'll just say again. You know what? If I get a free action, I'll just say again. It is blind, and it is tracking us by smell. I believe that it is blind, and it is tracking us by sight, or by smell and sound. Perhaps you can use that to our advantage.
But how are we gonna kill it?
Oh, we don't kill it.
We don't kill it.
I think statistically, the chances of us killing all these creatures is less than 1%.
Let me lay down you my plan. This gate seems openable. I don't know what's down there, but what's going down there is more dangerous than luring them in. If we can open it, we can close it. That means trying to trick one of the convicts or whatever guys that fell down there, some of them, into running in there. Mostly one of them most likely beneficially injured. So that
Okay.
no would lure them.
That's 22, which is the armor.
Well,
But you were saying to go down. You want to go down one of the tunnels? Is what you're saying, or?
I'm gonna try to get some of the other guys to go down tunnels. Since you're near one, you can injure one, and I can open the gate and say, "This way."
Are you a guardsman? Are you a guardsman or a heretic?
I'm a
So
guardsman that's
after-
practical.
After Severus moves, the creature that's out, it takes one bite towards the guy's chest, and it just barely misses, but the second bite grabs him by the right arm, and it just pins him to the ground, and just pulls the arm off at the shoulder, and he just spurts blood and screams. Obviously, this horrible as this equine teeth clamp down and just pry the shoulder being out, and so he is he's dead. He's dead.
Oh, he dies. Shit. I was just thinking to myself, like, that's a great opportunity to get some augmentation.
oh shit.
Okay, I have a plan B in mind, but you guys have to be close by.
All right, Octus, you're up.
I'm gonna grab a rock. I'm sure there's some rocks in this sand, right?
Sure.
And I'm gonna chuck it at that guy at the top, right in the head.
Okay. That's gonna be a long throw.
Can I move first?
Right,
Can I get a move first or anything, or no?
You could surely move.
The terrible idea.
Now I have to break out my geometry to be like, okay, so the shortest distance.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
6 meters.
Math nerds.
Pythagorean theorem right there.
Well, he's 35 feet away right now.
So what's your strength mod?
My
Or strength bonus?
my strength mod is 3.
Okay, so that'd be 12
It's actually not that far.
near standard range for throw. So anything over 12 meters would be long, which would just be a -10. You can throw up to like 36.
Okay, so just a ballistic roll.
Yep, ballista skill at -10.
But can I move closer to get a little bit to get that penalty gone?
Well, you can only do a half move, so you're gonna move to there. So no.
No. Okay.
It'd still be too far.
Okay.
Because to do the you could take a half action aim, which would be a +10, which would cancel it out and give you flat roll.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. I need under 29 to hit that dick in the head.
That dickhead.
Hey!
Yeah, hey, you know, I got whatever penalty you got, I got it covered. So that rock just sails. Boom.
Oh.
Hopefully it hit him in the
Well,
head.
now hang on, and that's where you make me go and look up character sheets. Now, why do you do this to me? I wasn't ready for that. You're not supposed to just attack the guy standing up there.
That's even bad. That's worse.
Wow.
That is just godly worse.
So it's the dude with the club who's running away from the monster and probably our only chance of fighting it.
Well, first of all, there's gonna be more of them that's gonna pop right out, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna kill it in 1 or 2 strikes, and I'm the only one with a weapon. So if I hit it, I'm
Right
gonna
now.
ruin it.
Maybe he'll
Right now, we've only got the one to worry
maybe
about.
he'll fall out and then I could like use him as cover. And then we
Well,
could
if
take
the
his
one's
keys.
dead, we aren't fighting
Okay,
for our life yet.
So you look up and you take this rock and you throw it, and just almost lazily, almost just contemptuously, he just tilts his head out of the way, and the rock that was aimed, for him, that was sailing just straight and true for his head, because you rolled an 8. He just tilts it and he just
Ah,
shoots right over his shoulder.
what the hell?
So he dodged and he rolled a 2.
Oh my god, bastard! I'm rolling like 90s and then I get a hit and then he gets a 2.
Yeah, so you would have hit him in the head because 8 location is the head, and he kind of gives you. He brings up 2 black gloved hands with his really nice supple black leather gloves, and just gives you a little bit of a clap there.
Well, Tib, at least we
Alright.
got his respect.
Yeah, surely respect.
All right, Jace, you are back up, sir. And given that have you snapped out of it yet?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, so that'd be +20 this time. We'll keep running, There you go.
Yay!
Okay, Jace, I have a proposition for you.
Go fight the fucking thing. You've got the strength and the fucking club.
Well, one, we can also use the gate as a weapon to decapitate it if that's possible. Does it like
We've
blaze
got
out?
the other gate that's got them all jammed in there. Let's do that there and not open a new gate.
Well, there's a risk of also us all dying all at once, just when going up there.
Deal with the one in the pit. Our life is spared at the moment. It's not out of danger, because there's more. But they're stuck.
Yeah, they're stuck, but for how long?
It doesn't matter, just fight the fucking thing.
I'm not gonna just go run into it.
Then give me the club.
This sounds like a sitcom. You guys should have a TV show.
Give
Guardsman
me
versus Guardsman. It's just-
give me the fucking club.
Are you gonna go and fight it, or are you just gonna run
Yes!
away?
I'm gonna fight it. Give me the club.
I gave him the club.
It's Starsky and Hutch here, the 2 guys arguing.
Okay, so you give Tib the club. Tib has a club, and what else are you doing with your character?
I'm moving to the creature.
Oh, sorry, Jace. Excuse me. I need to write
I
down
moved-
character name.
Move back.
Okay, so sorry. Where were you?
Because I was here.
Yeah, you were there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 would be a run. That's fine. Yeah. So you could actually get to like one further, right here. As a run, and again, run does give them plus 20 to hit you. Just so you're aware, minus 20 to shoot you. And tip.
Okay. Now I move one word upwards. And is there a rock I can pick up?
Yeah, there's rocks. You could definitely pick up a rock.
I pick up a rock and spend the rest of the turn prepared. You know, like prepared. Like, can I prepare, or is that then pick up the rocks on action?
You can you did a half action, half move, and then you could aim. Aim is a half action, so give you plus 10 to your next attack roll, either weapon or ballistic skill.
I will take an aim.
And then there's also full, or I forget what the other one is, but there's a plus 20 aim as well. But that's a full action, so.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
do
yeah.
it.
Yep. So you got plus 10 to your next attack roll, Severus.
I don't know what the heck to do. I'm going to.
It's an interesting problem we have here.
It's quite a conundrum.
Well, so far you appear to have put most of the other people in between you and it.
That's good. Can I move here as a full move?
That'd probably be like a.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
There. Full move is 6, so it's like.
Yeah, again, the only difference between a full move and a run is if you run, you're plus 20 to get hit in melee and minus 20 to get hit in shooting.
I just want to move one space then, and I'll talk to the guy up top, and I'll just say, you
Wake
up
up.
there, you, this is blood sport for you, is it not? This is, based on my calculations, this is hardly sporting. What say you even the odds and throw out some weapons? Or this will be over in no time at all.
So he looks down at you and just simply stares on it passively. The mask hiding all features. He's just watching to see what you do. All right.
Right.
So this thing. It spends its turn just munching on the guy underneath it. It's kind of happy right now to get a few extra bites in. And since you said, it's sensing us by hearing and smell and stuff, the other people here are very much trying to remain quiet, except this guy who's somehow he's still sleeping. I guess the drugs didn't wear off yet on him. So they're very much trying to just like, don't move, it can't see me kind of deal. And so Octus.
I go to Tib. What kind of contraption do you have there?
A rock.
No, you had something built. What is that?
A hook blade. I gave it to Jace so he can whack the dog.
So it's got no rope or anything like that.
Well, we can't make rope apparently. Maybe that's something for another time, but we can't make rope. I tried that before.
Well, he could use my cloak right here. Maybe we could take the
I'm
fibers and sew a rope.
I'm gonna follow Jace's plan.
If you have a relevant trade skill or survival, I'm more than willing to let you try that. But if not, then you probably don't know how to make rope.
Well,
Or you can help me, Jace, by help distracting the rest of the dogs while he bashes that one's head in.
yeah, but there's 3 more ready to come out.
that we're gonna help the dog to death with rocks while Jace rocks it, and if they do get out, we use the rest rocks to try to distract it and or lure it to bodies.
Well, I can't reach it anyways.
Well, then check for gates that are safe. What'd you get?
I think
You
it.
could also try yelling or something to distract it potentially.
Yeah. I think the ladder is the key too. Maybe.
Too risky. Because of the dogs. Gate checking, you're by like 2, so if you can check if which one has animal traces by there, like if there's hardly any, that means nothing goes through there that often. That's probably the safest gate to escape through.
I'm gonna look and observe these guardsmen. Do they have any belt on them at all?
Guardsmen?
Yeah, all these NPCs. Anybody got a belt?
Probably, yeah. I'd say almost certainly this friendly looking character in yellow is wearing a belt. His pants appear to not fit very well, so
He may not give it to you.
I go up to him and I say, "You want to get out of here? Give me your belt now."
All right. Give me a whatever this game's version of charm. I want to say I can't remember if it's charm or persuasion or.
I think it's fellowship.
Fellowship.
There is a time charm.
How charming are you?
Well, he's an assassin, so maybe.
You got scared of an anteater.
I didn't check intimidate, so but yeah. So what did I roll? Fellowship or?
Well, I mean, depending on what you were saying, like the way you were saying it to me, it sounded more charming. If you'd like to do an intimidate, you would say something a little more intimidating.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if you'd like to get out of here alive, I suggest you give me your belt now.
Okay, sure. So if you want to roll intimidate, if you haven't trained, it's at your full.
No, I want to roll
you know-
just fellowship if I can. Intimidate sucks.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Fellowship, that'd be charm. That's charming. So if you have charm trained, it's at the full skill. If not, it's at half rounded down.
Oh shit! I only got 14 in that.
So it'd be at a 7 if you don't have charm trained. That's just why I suggested intimidate, because it's based on your strength, which might be a little higher.
Oh,
Strength is 31.
GM gave advice. You take the GM's advice.
But it says my intimidate is 15, but my strength is 31.
Well, if you don't have it trained, it's at half of the basic skill rounded down.
I guess.
So if you're 31, it'd be a 15.
Well, that's not good either.
Alternatively, you could just punch him and try to take it with a grapple, which would just be a weapon skill test.
Okay, I'll go for that.
If you just wanna try
Yeah, I'm gonna force the belt out of him. Yep.
Also, again, if you have sleight of hand, you could also try to just sneak it off of his belt that way. So it's really up to what skills you have trained.
Nope, I'm gonna force it. Here we go. No, 92.
No, that's you kind of like fumble around, but it's the clasp isn't a clasp that you're familiar with. It's, I guess, manufactured on a different Forge World pattern of belt than you know. It might be a little bit home manufactured and modified just by him. He's left-handed, you're right-handed, something like that, and you grab it and shake him around a little bit, and he kind of, it's like, whoa, what are you doing?
Okay, that's it. That's my turn.
All right,
Is-
Jace.
Very
How
slight
does
trying to
charging
outlast the
work?
row.
How does charging work?
So charge, you're going to charge and try to hit him. It's a full action, and you get a +10 to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge Screaming for the Emperor.
Yes, you do a weapon skill test at +10.
skill.
That's a 4. That's good.
And then I don't know what the damage for this club is.
Your club's gonna be 1d10, just flat 1d10 plus your strength mod. Or your strength bonus. Excuse me.
Oh,
And you're gonna bonk it right on the head. And the 4 is right on the head. So you bonk it on the head for 6. Alright, and it's toughness that. So it takes some damage. So yeah, so you bonk it, and like the bone and the studded elements that were added to it kind of catch on the flesh a little bit and scrape away some of the sinuous skin on its face, revealing like the meaty, like it was already kind of wet and meaty, this unnatural, like almost slimy coating on the exterior. Of some excretion, and it scrapes that away, and that starts to mix with the like real red, rich, dark blood beneath as it scrapes some of the skin of the face away. All right, Tip.
Okay, Jace, heads off to you, man. Can I make like a half move while still aiming?
So yeah, you're still aimed.
Yeah.
So it's just +10 to whatever your next attack, as long as it's within this combat.
Okay. I move over to the side to get a better view, and I throw it at the dog. And I have actually trained primitive throwing weapons, so I suffer no negative. What will be
All
the
right,
step?
that's good. And the range. Well, that's the only thing is there's going to be the range, which is like 20-ish feet. So your standard throw is going to be your strength mod times 3. So it is probably going to be at long range, which would just be a -10. But since you aimed, that'd be a +10, so they kind of cancel out.
Gotcha. But what about the primitive weapon throwing? This is sort of primitive.
So weapons, if you're not trained with the type of weapon, then it would be at a -20. So
Oh.
since you are trained with it, that's like a flat weapon skill kind of deal. So like if you pick up a power sword and you don't know how to use power swords, like you always have a -20, and then that might be modified by lots of other things, right?
Okay, what do I roll to aim? Roll to hit.
That'd be your ballistic skill,
Ballistic skill, which is 36.
and it's going to be flat for this one because you aimed, but you're a little farther than your normal throwing range.
I'm just gonna do 1d100. Oh, what
So
the
it's
heck?
a 70, so that just kind of like.
That was a roll. I didn't see that, but okay. Dang it.
And one thing I missed, apologies, it's not going to affect this one, but since you're throwing into melee, or since you're shooting into melee for this, because someone's in melee with it, that would be at an additional -20. And the flavor option rule that I and most people use is if you miss because of that negative modifier, you hit the person in melee with them. So in this case, again, doesn't matter, and you didn't know about it, it's no big deal, but just remember shooting into melee is a little bit more difficult.
And that ends my turn. Dang.
Alright, Severus.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move over. You know what? I'm gonna move here, and can I pick up a rock and chuck it as well?
Sure, go for it. You take a half move, and then a throw.
Throw it at the guy that's been punched in the head or smacked in the head already.
Yeah, now remember that he's in melee, so he's gonna be your throw's gonna be at a -20.
That's -20? Oh shit, wait a second.
Yeah.
-20. Oh.
You don't have a train, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm trained. I'm not trained in that.
If you're not trained, then it's another -20, so that'd be at a -40.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move. I can move there, and then you know what I'm gonna do is I would like to. Who's this down here? Is that Jade?
That's Tib. That's bonus. That is me.
Oh, it is. Oh, right. Yeah. Can I? Okay, maybe I'll try this. Can I throw the rock at this metal grate?
Oh my god.
If you like.
Yeah, I'd like.
Okay. That's It's a little far, but it's a pretty big target. But you're not trained in. Okay, so let's start with that.
Okay, I've got weapon training primitive, but that's not for thrown primitive.
Correct, that's not for throwing. So I'll say it's at a -20.
Okay, get your scatter chart ready, because I missed by 7 degrees. I rolled an 85. And I don't know how to change that so everybody sees the roll, just FYI.
It could be on your character sheet. You have the button selected that's GM roll up at the top right.
Roughly that. Yep, that's what it is.
Oh, there we go. Yep, I just saw it switch off. Nice.
Okay, yeah, so that's 7 degrees of success. So you kind of just pick up the rock and just...
No, 7 degrees of failure.
Sorry, 7 degrees of failure, excuse me. Yeah, I was still going to throw it into nowhere land. But as you do it, it actually still impacts on the wall, not on the grate. And the metal wall, it kind of makes this clattering noise. And you notice that does, the creature does kind of like stop and like flick its head over to it for a second before looking back.
Okay.
So with that, it is actually going to make an attack against the person who is attacking it now. And okay, so it makes its first bite attack at you, and it just barely misses you. But then it kind of gets its bearings, and on the second one, it does go and bite you in the chest. So you're going to take... Seven points of rending damage, minus your toughness bonus.
And then we're not wearing them, correct?
That's correct. You're currently not in your armor. You're just in some your ratty clothes.
Okay.
All right, back to Octonopus.
Well, this is getting pretty difficult.
You go to bash his skull with a rock. Or rouse the others to fight.
Okay, I'll charge the one attacking Jace.
Okay. Make me a weapon skill check. You get a +10 to that, and you can make an unarmed strike at it.
Damn, it's only 19. There we go. I did
Okay,
it.
19. You can do, I think it's just your strength bonus, straight damage.
So 3 damage then.
And then I'll give you a D5, just because I'm too lazy to look up what unarmed strike is right now.
That's fine. 4.
So that'd be 7 damage, minus its...
So I come and I just fucking pound with my fist straight in the fucking skull. The head, the top of the head. Damn Tyranids. Or whatever they are.
In this system,
Gene Stealers.
Your roll,
Cult.
Your roll actually tells you where you hit it. So you rolled a 19, so you switch the dice, and so it's a 91, which is the left or the right leg. If you look on your character sheet,
yeah.
The PDF one,
Yeah, I see
it's
it.
actually got a little diagram, yeah. So that actually tells me where you hit every time.
Okay, so I try
You can do a
to
called
disable
shot.
its move and just break its
You
leg.
can do a called shot.
Go ahead.
I think a minus 20.
10 or 20 or something.
No, I'm not doing that. It's already hard enough.
Half, actually. Yeah. It's sometimes worth it depending on who you're fighting, but usually against creatures and stuff, it's not because they're usually like a general amount of toughness everywhere. Right?
So I don't think I killed it, right? No, now.
No, you definitely you pounded its leg and it yelped a little bit, but it still got its footing for the moment. So Jace, you are up. Fruit flies now. So.
I'm gonna half aim and then swing. Yeah, because then I'll get another +10.
Yeah, you can do that, or there's also all-out attack is another option, which gives you a +20, but then you can't dodge or parry.
Okay,
so 2 attacks.
I will do all out then.
Okay, so that's a +20 to hit, and Octus is also attacking it, so that'd give you another +10 for outnumbering. So that's a +30.
And then I get 2 attacks?
No, just one. You need
just one?
All-out attack is just a +20 to hit.
Okay.
Swift attack would let you get multiple attacks. But that's where, again, the modifiers, you can start stacking modifiers pretty well to negate not being that good at certain things.
Well, that's the key to this game, right?
Very much so, since, yeah,
I
basic
would've failed
success.
that.
That's the hit, yeah. So go ahead and roll some damage, because it's
Nice.
not really there to dodge.
What is it hit? 50, 46?
46 is the body, yep. 30 to 70 is the body, so that's always the split.
Well, I hope I get my stuff back because I spent like $70 or whatever on an explosive collar. I could use that right now.
Thrones. Those are thrones.
So 8 damage?
Cool.
All right, 8. All right, let's see what we get here. It's gonna be impact damage.
My character, because he's so junior, he doesn't have the augmentations yet, so I bought like a mask for him and like some photo visor so he at least looks like a tech priest. So if I lose everything, I'm just gonna look like a regular meat sack like you guys. Like, that's so pathetic.
Honestly, bought nothing because I didn't know if we were buying stuff before the game.
It's fine. It'll all work out. Okay, so so you actually you smash into its chest, and the attack, it breaks a rib, and you can tell it at this point it's stunned, like it's stuck.
It's not dead yet. We've done like 14 points of damage to the thing, man.
Stuff in the system is fairly tanky, depending on whether or not I want to get into critical damage or not. Which again,
Critical damage is insane.
Okay, it's time to panic now, guys.
Well, I mean, like again, so if you have like 10 wounds, you can usually take like 17 wounds worth of damage before really bad stuff starts to happen, like death. So, and again, minus your armor, minus your toughness bonus, you can usually take like 40 or 50 points of damage as long as it's not all at once.
This is why I was hesitant on attacking it first. The club.
But it does appear to be stunned, so Tim, it's your turn.
It's stunned. That means a bonus. Attack.
Can I make an observation passively? Like without making a turn?
Well, what would you like to do?
Well, without using no action at all, like seeing the
Well, sure.
progress.
What would you like to do?
Seeing the progress of the dogs.
They appear to be just as stuck as they were a few minutes ago. I mean, there's many more furrows in the sand, but it's kind of like piling back in on it after they scrabble it, and where one makes a little bit of an edge, the next one picks it back. It's very much a crab pot. Anytime any one of them makes a little bit extra of a effort to get out, the next one kicks it in the face and tries to take its place.
So equally strengthened. Okay, that makes me a bit more confident in this. I'm gonna make a charge with the rock on the ground, and I'm gonna bash the thing into its body.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack. Charge is going to give you a +10. I think you had an aid. Did you already use your aid?
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I already used my aim.
Okay, yeah, and then a +10 for outnumbering. So that'd be a attack, weapon skill attack at +20.
Okay, how do I roll using the regular character roll 20?
So
you should be able to click on your weapon skill.
Or just slash R. If like slash R and hit 1D thing in the chat if you just want to roll it like that instead of using the Discord.
I was talking about the roll 20 thing.
Yeah. Roll 20, you should be able to click the word weapon skill. It should light up when you mouse over. And then when that pops up, you can have the modifiers there.
And I'll just do it the regular Discord.
No,
So you can always use chat.
bonus man. Like you could type it in the chat and roll 20. The same thing as Discord, and it'll come up.
Yep, slash roll base.
Yeah.
Slash roll.
Yeah.
Slash
And
roll.
I usually like to do slash roll D100 minus the actual like what the number would be. That way it's easy for everybody to see what the.
Alright, X plus 10.
Unfortunately, yeah, an 85 is not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. All right, Severus.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I want to charge in with the rock and hit this bloody thing.
You're doing the meme where everybody's kicking the guy who's down. I mean, hey, go for it. Go for it.
That's right.
It's quite hilarious when the tech priest does this because it's like Patrick Star with the computer. We have the technology.
I've got a primitive tool, a primitive tech in my hand. I'm gonna use it.
He's
So
like
what's
odds of success increasing as we
Yeah,
keep
exactly. Yep, that's exactly it. Although he's gonna, as he charges into battle, he's gonna say, "Life of Macarius, chapter 23, verse 19. Then into the teeth of the enemy we shall stride." And he yells and he runs in. That's like the most emotional you've seen him this whole episode, by the way.
Honestly, I was expecting binary.
You guys wouldn't get it. It would be no. You just go.
Which would be in character though. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and move your guy, and you can make a weapon skill attack at +20.
This attack is also for a lot of it's for show to inspire you guys. If he does it in binary, nobody's gonna understand. So.
I was the one who attacked first. What do you mean I need inspired?
No. Thank you, citizen. I'll take it from here.
So what's the bonus? Is it 20 for a charge?
It'd be +10. It'd be +10 for a charge, and then you also get a +10 from outnumber.
Give him the boot. Here we go.
So there's some talents that increase that. Hey.
I did it. Did I? Or did I fail by 1 point?
Yeah, for some reason, it's a success even if you do a basic fail. So you actually just barely flub it, just by that one last little point.
I was too busy reciting one of the sacred cans.
There you go. All right, so this turn is actually stunned. It got beaten down, and it just kind of hobbles back to its feet, kind of shakily, and where once stood this really intimidating creature is now more of like Old Yeller or the dog from that where the red fern grows that you're about to have to put down. More like that.
Old Yeller, Warhammer edition.
Yeah, it's just as sad, but not really.
A lot more
So we're
kicking.
back to the top of the turn order. I'm actually going to take a quick 2-minute break. So figure out what you want to do, and I will be right back.
Okay, guys.
All right,
Okay.
time for us to plot.
As soon as we kick it to death, we'll probably all have to rush on that gate, and since they're probably halfway through, still kicking each other, if we can all pile on top of the gate with our combined weight, we may break the mechanism, may not, and just decapitate them all or close the gate. Or, while they're still stuck, we throw a body in there and we just try to find escape through one of the other gates, since they are more likely all connected since from the beginning that they're all running around, so our best chance is distracting them and escaping through one of the other sides.
Oh, I wonder who made this wonderful plan while everybody was running away.
So there's an old saying for this where in our world it's called Occam's razor, which is where you strip away all the most complicated things and try to make it the simplest. But I'm gonna do like just to make a call here and call it like the Omnissiah's razor. I think the simplest thing would be best. I was gonna suggest that we rush to that gate, open it, let the monsters run in, and then we duck out through the gate and try to close the gate behind us.
There's more than likely more of them, as
Yes.
remember from the sounding, it circled us as it came out through that.
I'm with Immortalist trying to mention before that all these tunnels are most likely connected from previous assessment, and that it wouldn't matter which one we go through as long as they're distracted for long enough. And since there's already a dead body, we may be able to distract them. And if we leave the other two guys, or maybe bring all of them as long as meat shields, which they're probably not going to be willing to, so leaving them behind to be a distraction seems like giving us more time.
My only thing is that if we leave that gate open and we run into one of the other tunnels, they're gonna track us down because they'll go back out that same door.
We don't know.
That's why I'm saying we should duck through it.
Well, yes, but again, it's a lot more risky.
What do you think, Omega? What do you think?
I'm actually at a loss, man.
Okay, so now that we're at a loss, all right, Octus, it's back to you.
No. Yeah. So the guy in front of me's dead, right?
No. He's he's on top of this gentleman who is dead.
Okay, so
He was stunned last turn, and he's mostly dead, but we can work with most.
Gotta beat Old Yeller to death.
okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and kill it.
Okay.
I want to just kill it because I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the beast. My idea is have the beast and use it as a shield to get through these guys in the gutter there. Maybe, I don't know.
That seems like a bad idea.
Try to kill it.
Okay, I gotta kill it first, so I need a weapon skill, right?
Yeah, so you have some options here. You can make a aim and then a basic attack. You can do an all-out attack, which is an
All-out attack.
But then remember, if you do all-out attack, you can't parry or dodge. So
It's stunned. We should have all done all-out attacks. I totally forgot.
Well, you charge, so
Can you do an all-out attack with a charge, or are they
No.
separate?
they're both
Separate.
full actions. So charge
okay.
is a 10, but it lets you move pretty fast and get over to them. And then after you get over them, you have a lot more options.
I'm just doing normal attack because I want the extra action. I'm not gonna aim.
What would you do with the other action?
Hit it again.
Pick him up and hold him in front of me.
Okay, well then yeah, try to kill it first.
Okay.
Just you get a plus 10 for outnumbering it, so that'd be a 46, but that's still not quite.
No.
Not quite enough.
Fuck. That's it for me.
You could still aim to keep it for your next turn.
Can you hit it again?
Okay, if I could carry over my aim, sure. As long as I keep my 2 actions next round.
Yeah, no, it's basically just your next attack is an aimed attack.
Okay, cool.
At that thing.
It's like an
So
it's like an
you can
Overwatch type deal, right?
Overwatch is a different action.
Okay.
You can't Overwatch this game. You can aim and Overwatch actually, so there's a lot of fun actions you can get into. But Chase, it's your turn. You are up, sir.
And it's a plus 30 for all-out attack plus outnumber.
Yes. All out attacks are plus 20, and outnumbering him is a plus 10.
So then
Yeah, roll d10. See what happens. Plus your strength bonus of, I think.
no. My strength bonus is plus 2.
Okay,
So
plus
it'll
2.
be 10.
That's 10 damage on top of its already 3 crits, so it is dead.
Oh,
Very
Yeti.
much dead. Rolled an 11, which isn't the head. It's actually one of the arms. So you just kind of take it and you smash it into the arm, and it just kind of goes in way farther than it should. And the shoulder just kind of pushes into the socket and just dents into the organs beneath and kind of flattens the creature against the ground. And it lets out this horrible keening death wail, like nothing like a dog that you would expect. It's a very, very piercing sound that it emits as you just like push the last bit of air from its body and you stave its organs.
I killed it.
So
Good
it's
job.
dead. And basically, as that happens, almost in the same instant, another one pops right now.
Well, Tim knows what he's gonna do.
At this point, we just keep fighting them.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
good.
So,
Your turn.
I'm speaking, if there's an unlimited amount of them, we got to do something else because we can't beat them all.
But right now, you know there's one more that popped out.
Aren't there like 4 of them? And we killed 1?
Yeah, now there's 5.
There are more than 4 of them. It's just I didn't feel like copy pasting like 30.
Okay, it seems like my idea was the right idea to running into another hole and the other guys are a distraction because there's too many for us to deal with.
Yeah, maybe you're right. If we can't get like
Okay,
up the ladder
so,
or get that guy at the top, it's either in the hole.
Yep.
3 options.
Well, luckily for us, there's 2 dead bodies right now. The other 2 are probably gonna die. And that smells to distract them, but I think I can distract one of them long enough for you two to reach to the opposite side gate. Try to open that up as silently as you can, not to distract others, and then we'll have to risk it because most of them are probably right over there. Since there's like large sounds coming over there, they're all fighting for it. So it's gonna be hard for them, and the smell, they're gonna probably be in frenzy mode. So I'm gonna take one move down there, grab a rock, and throw it like right here where my character was. There.
Okay. Go ahead, make a ballistic skill check at plus 20. Plus 30, you're just trying to throw it at the wall.
What happens if he misses? He hits me.
Well, it just probably won't hit anything that's like gonna do the effect you would want, you know?
Well, since I got a very good skill, I got the 30. Like does that succeed? Because I got like
What's your ballistic skill?
plus the 30.
Well, what's your ballistic?
I gotta look at it first. Give me some. 36.
Yeah, so that'd be 66 would be a basic, success. So 51 is totally fine. Yeah, you hit it and you bonk it into a piece of metal on the wall, and it makes this reverberating sound. And it definitely appears to catch the creature that's out of attention, as well as the attention of several of the other ones that try to scramble over to it but can't break through the pack.
Okay, so
It's up to you, Severus.
It's up to me
You gotta
to.
go.
I was gonna go check out this grate up here.
No, not that one. You gotta be farther away. If they're all interconnected, that means that's the closest loop. We want something as far away as possible.
Like I can only move.
Can I do a little ping there? Let's see.
I can move 18. Like 18 is what? 3 spaces?
Like here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Round up to 20.
Yeah, we're kind of fudging it in 2 directions. It's like 3 for the fast one, 1
I
for
don't
the
believe
slow
that.
one.
18 is closer to 20 than it is to 15.
Well, sure, but 0 is just as close to 3 as it is to 5 if you do it twice.
All right. Can I run there and also look, or is that like
You can look.
too much?
Absolutely. You
Yeah, let's.
definitely still have eyes in your head.
My perception is absolute garbage, so
You can
it's
do
gonna
tech
kind of laugh.
because it's kind of again, it's some kind of mechanism.
Oh, okay. So I can use tech use, or
Sure. I mean, you're trying to figure out how to open the gate, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would fall under tech use to at least see how the mechanism is, some of the linkages go together. But yeah, if I can say that word. The linkages.
Linkages. So is it just a straight roll, or is it a simple mechanism?
That'd be just straight tech use roll. See how you do. It's not basic
it's-
failure. I mean, again,
I hate. I hate how it does it. It gets your hopes up, and it's like, oh no, actually that's a failure.
Yeah, like I said, it's very much a basic mechanism connected to a winch and ear system that grinds it up two very large chains, but they're connected somewhere outside of the ring. So it's very much an enclosed system made of very large chains, connected to some kind of motor or gear and pulley system somewhere else.
In the grimdark
chain
future.
is large and nasty looking.
Sorry. In the grimdark future, not even Mechanicus can open a door.
Well, it's not a door. It's a gate.
Type of door.
If I was like a 1,000 point character, I'd probably have like third rank. I'd probably have something I could open it, but
Okay, give me
some magnetic powers and such.
But keep trying, but do the one on the opposite end. Since you failed with that one, try with the one that's like the one I circled.
Oh, sure. It's the reason I went there. It's just this question of movement, like just moving. Like I can only move 3 spaces anyway, so it's like, you know.
Okay, so that all happens. So you run over there, and then the guy up on the platform, he makes this grand show. He does this big like flourish with his hands that you can't see because of the masking. He does this big, overhanded flourish and a bow, and then goes just bolting very quickly.
Uh-oh.
Quickly enough to where it covers more movement than makes any sense, but let's just ignore that for now. And he reaches this large gear-like mechanism over in this area, and you see him struggle at it, and before it finally breaks free and twists 2 times before it holds fast, and he's struggling at it some more, but it fails to move any further. And with this breaking and turning of the mechanism, the rusted iron step ladder over here, it descends down into the pit right beside the grate, again, just over here. So it descends down and halts about a meter off the floor.
Holy shit.
I'm glad I threw the rock just a little bit on the side of the ladder, not directly on it.
Kind of going pretty much toward where you want to go, but yeah. So okay, so now this creature is going to do its thing. And it is distracted by the noise. It doesn't actually, because of that noise, it does not successfully pick up on anyone in the pit who were doing anything. So now it's back to Youngster.
If you want to continue that distraction action. Or just run.
Octus.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to go, right? They go by sound and just be silent. So okay, I'm gonna throw a rock behind the creatures in the grate, in the hole.
Alright.
Throw it real hard, try to make a noise. Bang off the top behind their heads.
Alright, do you have a thrown primitive? Great.
Yep.
I'm so glad for that.
Then I'll give you that at plus 20.
Plus 20. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it bangs right into another piece of metal, makes this again reverberating noise that kind of goes through the whole grating and really amplifies itself well. It was a well-aimed throw.
And how much can I move now?
You could take a half move, which would only be like a square.
Where? Okay, so
You could move on top of the dead one.
Okay, I'll move here.
You can be on top of the dead one if you want. It's just dead.
No, I don't want to touch the thing.
Okay. Yep, it's up to you.
Actually, no,
Alright,
no.
Jay.
Can I change that? Can I grab the thing and hold it up in front of me?
Sure. Make a strength check. It's not the heaviest thing in the world, so I'll give you a +10. It's pretty heavy, so it will be difficult to move in the future turns. It'll slow you down.
So I just hold it in front of me then?
But you do, yeah. But you do have it. You're holding it. But if you try to move with it, it's just a little heavier, a little like kind of got that dead weight floppiness to it. The big long equine face is kind of like bonking into your into you, tangling up in your legs.
Okay. That's it.
All right, Jay.
1, 2, 3 for a run.
All right, Tim.
Okay, can I run it and climb the ladder in one action?
You can run, and if you get to the ladder, if you're trying to climb it while running it, you'd have to do a climb test. If you climb next turn, then you wouldn't have to do a climb test if you're just trying to go up at a regular speed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing. It's just regular movement.
Okay. All right. Severus.
Yeah, we're gonna move. I can move 18 if I run, so are we saying 15 or 20?
Well, I mean, it's like 1 square per 3 points. So that's
Pretty
like
much. That's
six
why
squares.
I'm trying to do 3, just because otherwise I can really turn off the grid. We'll have to do the measured movements. It gets complicated because it's not scaling.
So if I go there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I've still got the rock in my hand, I presume, right? That's what I whacked them with.
Yeah, sure. You can have a run.
Yeah, we just got the rock, ready to throw it, but not throwing it yet.
we can make a pet.
All right. Yeah. So again, the same thing happens this round. The sound and noise of Octus's rocks and Tim's rock, like all the rocks that are being thrown and bouncing into the middle of the wall, and the creatures trying to get out behind it, and the movements of everyone in the pit really just disorient it, and it just kind of like it's very unsure of which way to go right now. So we're back around. Octus.
Alrighty, wow, okay. So, can I try again to move the thing, or is it already too heavy for me? It already settled, right? Is it already settled?
It would slow you by a square of whatever kind of movement you were trying to do. So if you were gonna do a half move, you can't do a half move and go anywhere. A full move, you'd only go 1 square, and then a run, you'd only go 2 squares.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move silently to here.
Are you carrying it, or are you just gonna drop it now?
I'm just gonna drop it.
Okay, give me the silent move chest.
No.
Okay, yeah, you move over there, but it was not very quiet.
Okay. That's it.
All right, Jade, it is your turn.
With a full move, am I able to start climbing the ladder?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, full move, and then I'll be on the ladder.
Okay, you're about halfway up. Another full move, and you'll be on top. All right, Tim.
I go right behind him on top of the ladder and be like, my man, you were brave.
Yeah, so same thing. You're like closer to the bottom, but probably at the end of another full move, you'll be pretty much at the top of the ladder as well.
If you still have a rock,
Yeah. You may have to throw another rock to distract it. Or just let it do its thing.
Severus, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move 3 spaces over there.
All right.
It's running.
Okay, so it is going to. Yeah, unfortunately, it did hear Octus running across the pit. No one was distracting it this time, so it is going to charge at him.
Yeah, some assassin I am. Can he walk silently across the pit to blind enemies?
That should be like an aphorism that you say all the time.
And so yeah, so it takes a bite and it's going for your leg, but it just doesn't connect. The bite does not connect.
Okay.
So you are back to your turn.
Now I know what it feels to be on the other end of this horror.
Yeah, so this brings the good point of just like D&D, there are the reactions of opportunity attacks, and there's also a disengage action that you can do a full move, and it can't take any opportunity attacks. So that's.
You can always try running
Full-
toward. Sorry.
Sorry, a full move here would only get you back to around to the other side of it anyway, so it's really do what you want to do and move.
You could try disengaging toward the bodies and the rest of the people for distraction.
Yeah, if I fight it, I don't think I could do anything, right? It's gonna be a while before I can kill it.
It would definitely be a while before you can kill it. I can definitely
You
say
bug out, man.
Okay, disengage. What I gotta roll?
nothing. It's just a full action. You take disengage. It can't take opportunity attacks, and you can do a full move, which would be 2 squares.
Okay, I'll disengage.
So, I mean, like places you could go, like you could go, like here.
No, I gotta go here.
Wait, hold on. Can he like go on top of the other guy's body and just jump on him like as he like evades it and like they're on top of each other or something like that?
Yeah, the dead people. You can walk on top of the dead people.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, I'll go on him
For a
then.
snoozing
I'll go
guy.
on him.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah,
Is he-
he's still asleep. So.
Oh, he's asleep.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
still asleep.
green.
He's still asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna search his body. I'm gonna look what he's got. Has he got a belt or anything like that? Or I really want a belt.
Well,
You can give me a sleight of hand or an awareness. Either
before
one.
you make that roll, just a quick it's an option here. You can just stomp on him
No,
and see him scream
I-
and use him as a distraction.
Yeah, awareness.
Yeah. So he's wearing a belt. He's wearing some tattered, standard Munitorum clothing, belted on with the kind of ratty tatty leather belt with a standard buckle in this case, STC pattern buckle, as well as he appears to have some some markings across the front of his green fatigues, or not fatigues, but just general Munitorum issue clothing that have some numbers, like 123-7 or something like that.
So, but that I can't do anything more, right? That's it.
You can.
Can I
you see it.
get his belt?
So
Can I
you
in my hand?
Yeah, you can grab. Yeah, you can grab a belt as a free action.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, he's not going to oppose you. It's just going to be a very awkward moment.
I got the belt in my hand, and I'm like, Tip, what do you think? Want me to throw this to you? You take the belt.
Why give me the belt? I'm about to leave.
How are you leaving?
We're all leaving.
I was AFK.
The ladder.
I was AFK. How are you leaving?
I'm at
The ladder dropped.
What?
The dude ran away and dropped the ladder.
Oh no.
I
poor
just
Omega.
yep. I just
You didn't know that there was-
I was AFK. I was AFK.
Oh no.
Okay, I just
So
sort of let him know.
the,
Like,
so the man with the hair and mask
Small detail.
actually ran over and fooled with the mechanism and released the ladder. And it's hanging about a meter off the ground now.
Oh, okay. That's the waste. Okay. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Jason,
Doesn't matter anyways because I got a belt. I might be able to use it for something else, and I'm on a dead body, which I got to use for camouflage. So,
he's asleep.
so nothing. Still okay. It's not like it's a waste of a move.
Well, in character, I just kind of mouth back to him, like, whip the guy's stomach as hard as you
Yeah.
can and just run.
I'm like, all this confusion. I didn't even notice you guys, the ladder come down, right? And I'm like, holy shit, fucking ladders come down.
You just see him just mouth whip his stomach.
Okay.
Tim is a ruthless guard.
You guys are leaving me here to rot? Why'd you come and get me?
I threw a rock to save you.
Okay.
He did throw a rock, and you were like, "Let me run next." And everyone was like, "That's a weird move to make, but okay."
I didn't say anything because I thought you knew what you were doing, and I'm like,
Everything else.
No,
makes
I
a
don't
lot
know what
more
I'm doing,
sense
man.
now,
I don't.
but
I have no idea.
Okay,
trying to help.
so Jace, you are on the ladder. You are one
I'm
full move from the top.
full moving up the ladder.
All right, you're at the top of the ladder.
what a fantastic intro.
Hey, I have the one and only kill of the campaign so far.
Well, technically, that would be. Wait, was it Omega or you killed it?
I killed it.
As a T, by beating it to death together.
It was a team effort.
Okay, so yeah, you're at the top of the ladder. Tim, your turn. You are
Awesome, man.
just
Awesome.
slightly less than halfway down the ladder. Oh wait, so as Jace reaches the top of the ladder, the door that they've been pushing against this cage wall just bursts free. It flies from the hinges or pops free on both sides with this great loud ping of metal and like grating as it clatters to the ground. And just let's see, like 6 of them just spill out onto the sand. And they spill out onto the sand, and they're kind of like flopping there now, like very disoriented and confused now that all of a sudden they've been thrust out into the place they've been trying to get for the last forever, it feels like, but it's really only been about 30 or 40 seconds since this has all started. Yeah, so now Tim, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh god. I guess I shouldn't took that washing break. It looks like I'm gonna get screwed in this one.
Hold on. Let's say if I stay where I am and I try helping hand to Severus, if he made a run, would he be able to skip a running check, acrobatics check, and be able to get up on the ladder?
Well, you know, the ladder's not very far down, so it's already would be a plus 20, so I could give you another plus 10 to help.
I'll just say, just by looking at Severus, you suspect that he might not quite be the acrobatic type.
Would you go for it, Severus?
It would have to be in a kind of a restrained manner with great dignity and seriousness, but he would probably run for it and take your help for sure. But he wouldn't flop around or jump around like an idiot or something like that.
All nimbly like from tree to tree.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
So I've got a question about the top of the ladder. Is the ground underneath where I'm at like hollow? Like if I were to like pound on the ground to make noise, would it?
Oh my god.
Would it seem to distract the dogs?
It could certainly be an effective means of distracting it. So you find yourself. So just to describe, as you get to the top of the ladder, you find yourself on a wide circular metal gantry overlooking the frenzy in the pit below. Several wheel-locked pressure doors lead away from the area, one of which has been left ajar. So yeah, it's really like this raised gantry around the pit. So definitely, it's not like a very thick metal. It would be easily, you would easily be able to make a lot of noise to be distracted.
Okay. Would I be able still to grab a rock at the position I'm at?
On the ladder, no. You are like, again, it's a meter off the ground, so you had to like kind of do a hook and pull yourself up. But from where you were standing, your arms could reach in, and you did a pull up and started climbing up the ladder.
Dang, guess I'll just try to help from above.
Okay, so you're at the top of the ladder. All right. Severus.
Yeah, I'm gonna just continue moving, so I'm gonna run over there.
Wait, hold on. Before you run, you may attract a few of them if you do that.
It's possible. At this point in time, I would say they appear to be kind of flopping around in a pile still.
Okay, I'm running.
Okay, and the last one. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Okay, give me a concealment check. Octus.
Concealment.
I'll give you a plus 10 for the guy sleeping with you and the dead body next to you, kind of owing to it being a little
Nope.
No,
Rolling
so
70s.
it still knows exactly where you are. It followed your movement to a T, so it is going to try and attack you again.
It's hard to get successes in this if you're not trained and stuff. It's super hard.
Yeah, you either gotta get bonuses together, or you gotta level up.
Yeah, so it is gonna hit you.
Yeah, if you're untrained, it's like half your stat, so it's tough.
Even your stats tough.
All right, that's gonna be 8 damage to your head. It's gonna bite you in the head.
Oof.
That's minus your toughness bonus. So
I got gang armor. Armor 1.
No, we have no armor.
Yeah, I took all your armor.
So
Make it.
8 damage I take.
Minus toughness.
Minus your toughness bonus.
31.
So it's
So minus
30.
30.
Minus 3.
So I take 5.
Yep, 5. Yeah, so toughness, don't sleep on toughness, y'all.
I get a good amount of toughness.
Yeah, so that's what it does. The other ones just now spilled out and are just kind of writhing on the sand, trying to get their bearings. So
It's my turn, right?
yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna like run towards the ladder.
That's still an opportunity attack.
Yep. So if you're gonna take a run action, it's gonna get an attack of opportunity to hit you.
25 feet. Oh my god, I can only run 18 feet. You sure it's not 18 meters?
But
I mean, it is, right?
You'd be an Olympic sprinter if that was the case.
we'd still be trying to help you, so if you run around in a U shape
So is it
over the body
man.
and people into the ladder, we could just go behind the cage and just start screaming and yelling.
But is it rounded up? Like, so do I get to go 4 squares?
Usually, like I said, I've been doing 3 for everybody, so right now I'm just doing 3.
Okay.
And so as you make that move, it does actually bite. It does actually bite you.
Okay, 1, 2.
Yes.
Okay. But I still get to make the move even if it bites me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you're not, and if you're not dead.
It
Yeah.
bites you for 9 damage.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm at negative 4.
Okay, well, so
Minus-
you're not dead. So it's rending damage. So let me pull out my.
Minus your toughness though, right?
Oh, my toughness. So 6.
Yeah, your toughness
So I'm at
bonus.
-1.
Okay,
You
so
only take
minus
3.
one. -1 is fine. -1 to the body. If the target is not wearing armor on that location, it takes 1 level of fatigue from a painful laceration. If you are wearing armor, no effect, but you're not because they stripped you. So you take 1 level of fatigue, which means you're at -10 for all your tests while you have that. So
Okay.
so not a big deal. You're at -1, and you're over by the ladder. So Jace, it's your turn.
Can I do a full move and with the club while I'm running along the edge of the circle, like bang the top?
I think that makes sense. Sure. So which way are you running?
I'm running.
Okay, that way. Cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's very, very noisy and distracting. Tip, your turn.
Okay, what was the other 3 guys doing? Like, were they just sitting there, like, disorientated this entire time?
Pretty much, yeah. I keep forgetting they exist to some degree, and they're also still in the mode of like, well, these guys are moving and they're the ones being attacked, so we're just gonna stand here and do nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna make a full move right here. I kind of yell at 3 of them because I want some bodies between me and death. And just say, your asses to the ladder.
Okay. Severus.
With great calm and dignity, he climbs the ladder.
Yeah, so you just kind of do
He's not-
like,
he's not-
you just grab it.
He's not freaking out like these other meat sacks. He's just like, yeah, he's just doing it. Yeah.
Okay, you climb up the ladder because you were next to it and you do a full move and just climb up it, so you're up at the top. Okay, so this one, and so all the clanging and banging and everything else has actually woken up this guy. So he wakes up.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of sits up and he looks over and he sees this like eldritch horror from beyond the tomb, you know, whatever it is. So he's gonna make willpower save, fear check, and he actually rolled a 17. So he's a little bit out of it. You see it right there. He's a little out of it. He's a little like, oh, okay, okay, this is the dream I was having. I'm not super a fan of this. And he stands up calmly, and then you're like, run over there. So he's just gonna do that. He's gonna run 1, 2, 3. He's gonna run right over here. He's just gonna do it. He's like, okay, that's the dream I'm having right now.
What a champ, he heard me.
And so. Yeah, so the creature is this creature is very distracted by all this noise. These ones are now slowly kind of unpiling themselves from the fracas, and they've pretty much gotten up at this point. So, and now it's back to Octus.
Okay, I'm gonna run at the ladder. Well, I'm at -1. Can I do anything?
It's yeah, absolutely.
Just -10, right?
Yep, so 1 critical to the body, rending, it just gave you a degree of fatigue, so you're still at -1 health, you're still at 1 crit, so other damage would be bad, right? But as far as like your activity level, you're fine. You just have -10 to checks
Okay.
because of the fatigue.
I'm running. Jump on the ladder. Climb it up.
Okay, so make a climb check, and that'd be at +20 because it's pretty low, but just because of the merit of your speed. And then -10 because of the fatigue, so +10.
Ooh. Oh wait.
I still have it.
Okay, so you run up to the ladder and you jump, but you can't quite pull yourself up because of the gashes in your chest, kind of like, you know, stretch and flex, and this like, you know, fluid blood just weep out of it. It just, you know, the pain causes you to tense up and you lose your grip on the ladder.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, 8.
That's okay, guys. Just tell my mother. Spread the name of Octus. I killed the planetary governor.
I'm still genuinely doing the same thing as I'm running and banging with the club as I'm continuing to run around.
Gotcha. Like so more like, you know, this direction kind of deal.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Tip.
I do the same thing, somewhat like regular movements. here, and I keep yelling, "Get your asses to the ladder!" Loud enough to distract the other guys.
All right, so both of you give me a. I'm like, what's performance in the system? I'm like, performer is advanced.
Or we're straight out yelling. So I don't know what that
Give me a weapon skill check. How about that? Both of you give me a weapon skill check.
But I'm not using a weapon.
Well, you're using your hands. You're chopping. You're banging. You're stomping. You're percussing the metal, just to see how distracting you really are.
My God, why is this the Discord does better for me? I rolled a 27.
27's good.
I rolled a 92.
Okay, 92 not so good. Yours is you're somehow finding all of the structural points. So it still makes a noise, but it's not reverberating as much, just because every single place you step, that's where the beam is. So it's just like kind of a thud. But by comparison, Tib is basically singing a symphony along the metal, and it's very distracting, very confusing, and he's kind of just doing like a little bit of a jig, a little bit of a tap dance, and kind of slamming his heels and toes into the metal.
I'm like a.
Go ahead.
I'm like an ecclesiarchy choir boy.
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually fairly distracting. Severus.
Now that I'm up here, I'm just gonna take a look around. What is there to see up here? Where was the man? Like, was he up here when he opened the gate? Was he around when
he was, but you don't see him.
Like, is there a tunnel or something, or is there like a passageway or something that he?
So just to give me a second. Pop the rest of the map up here. So yeah, so there's some other doors leading to other places. There's a dead body over here.
Dead body.
And then there's a bunch of dogs and stuff in the pit. The Heron masked man is nowhere to be found.
Hey, it's a 1 meter grid.
Ignore that. You didn't see that.
18 meters. Okay.
18 whole meters of fun.
Okay.
Some optics in the screen are not to scale.
Oh, not to scale. Okay, so where's the door? Is that this over here? This number one?
That appears to be some kind of control panel, and it was probably what he was using to open the gates, or not the gates, the ladder.
Oh, okay.
Hey, give me one. Go ahead and do your thing, and I'll look my key up again.
You know what?
That's the controls for the winch.
Oh, okay, so I can just see that from where I'm standing. It's just.
Yeah, so potentially, if you wanted to go over there and try to activate it, or unjam what he was having issues with, you might be able to lower the ladder all the way.
Oh, I thought the ladder was all the way down.
1 meter.
It's got about a meter left.
Oh,
it's
fine.
Fairly easy to get. I mean, it's really not that high up, but if you're trying to like run and leap up it, it's just a little different.
Very broken.
Based on what I've seen of Octus, I think he can handle it. So I think I'm gonna go over here. I want to start checking out. I want to look at this, see this body. Like, oh, dead flesh.
That's all the tech priest is being.
Most fascinating.
Most tech priest thing that's happened this week.
I just love his character. Just completely in character, just walking around the battlefield, like just casually tossing rocks and just walking to the ladder.
Okay, so alright, so the rest of the area, as you look around, several wheel-locked pressure doors lead away. Like, again, at the solid white lines that you see, those are like wheel-locked, like, the doors you'd see on a ship of battle or something like that, standard, grim punk fare. You turn the wheel and the door opens, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this one next to the body is actually left ajar. It's open. And a body lies slumped and dead by a set of crude, blood-drenched controls and a cracked picked screen spinning static. And next to that, there's a scrap of data parchment that has been pinned to it with a dagger. So there's a little console there that's kind of spitting sparks, and the sparks probably are being caused by the dagger that's been stabbed into it with a little note stuck to it in data parchment.
Pretty dramatic.
The body appears to be a burly man in badly soiled overalls covered in patchwork of flayed skin, hide, and trinkets. His face is covered by a crudely stitched cloth mask that incorporates some dirty lensed eye pieces and a clogged breather mask. So he's got this nasty little setup going on, kind of like the guy there.
Cool.
Okay, so that's what he looks like, and we are back to the monsters, which are now going to try to find some stuff. But they are being well and distracted.
I'm glad you guys are just trying to distract the things. 'Cause as soon as I got to the top, Severus was just like, "Oh, new data. Must investigate." He doesn't care.
I love your character so far. Tim's just
You don't care about me?
This one,
well, I care about you. I've just been thinking about turtles, like how many I could
If I didn't care about you, would I have been spending the time making noise for you?
I mean, Severus. That Mechanicus brain of his, he doesn't care.
Admechs don't care about anybody but other admechs.
It's all about liabilities and assets. Now you're neither, so you're just good. But if you can continue working hard, you might be an asset, and that'll be good. Then we can be friends.
Well,
Tib likes numbers, so he's just trying to keep as many of you alive as possible and sacrificing as many of you as necessary.
well, Severus, maybe I'll return the favor one day.
Sounds very
You
creepy.
yelled that from the bottom of the. Oh, you yelled.
Yeah.
Monsters all go. Whoosh, and they look up.
based
Yeah.
on the amount of noise that was being made, most specifically by Tibbs tap dancing, the majority of them are still a little disoriented. Only one, this one right here, actually breaks through the cacophony of noise and it charges at the nearest figure, the man who got up, who's kind of this tottering looking man with like this balding pate, again wearing just standard Munitorum garb, and it charges at him and it tries to bite, but again in his stupor it seems like he's almost got like that kind of drunken, grace where he just kind of like slides, and if he misses it,
I'm really rooting for this guy to live.
he probably won't, but we'll try. Okay, so back to Octus. It's now your turn.
I'm climbing up the ladder. That's all I can do.
There.
Do I
you
gotta roll, or is it automatic, or what?
No, you can just climb up the ladder if you like at a regular pace. Since you're right next to
Okay.
it, you just reach up and climb up it.
1, 2, 3. Get the hell out of there.
You're at the top of the ladder.
Horribly made.
Tim, Severus, what would you all like to do?
I mean, I would probably go over and inspect the body more closely and read the note or the data pick to look at what's on it, that kind of thing.
I think Tib and I are of the same mindset of trying to get as many people out of the pit as possible. So
Honestly, we're the
making noise.
we're the kind of like the best guardsman duo.
You're the conscience of this whole outfit.
Well, we're like Jace is. I'm kind of like, how many people do I have to kill to make an omelet?
I'm screaming out to the guardsmen. They're finished. No use wasting your time on them. Let them be. You cannot help them now.
Like, what the hell?
Closer to being alive than you were moments ago.
Yeah, well, I would have
What the
been.
hell's wrong with you?
I would have been dead just like them.
And us making noise got you out, so us making noise can get them out.
Did you make edge pants is wanting to kill everybody?
Well, so be it. Waste your time.
Says Scarface.
Sorry, my handout wasn't loading. I had to make sure it was the right one.
Oh, then we get awesome banter.
there you go. There should be a handout that you can see now, and that is what is on the note. If you want to read it further.
Am I the only one who can read it right now?
I mean,
you're the only one who walked over there, ignoring the rest of what's going on. So yeah.
Can I just read it out so that they'll know?
Yeah.
Because I would
Yeah.
probably tell them. It says, "I cannot trust you. I can trust no one, and nor should you, least of all this poor lost servant. Your master is betrayed as mine was, and there are worse things waiting for us all. Kill or be killed, that is the way of it. There is no other truth, whether it be in these dark cages, the riotous carnival above, or the jaded palaces of the wicked. If the widower, capital W, the widower has his way, we will all drown in the black light of hell, uncounted when the hour strikes at last. May the God Emperor save you, or the warp damn you, each of you, each as you, as we all deserved." Damn.
As he
That's
says,
it.
as he says the damn you part, I'm like, wait, did he tell us to go to hell?
Yeah, warp damn you. That's pretty nihilistic.
I'm not liking this guy.
So the note is pinned to that little cogitator there with a knife or a dagger.
Oh, it's a cogitate.
Sweet.
Well, it's like I said, it's blood bridge controls, a cracked pink screen, spinning static, so it's very much broken at this point.
Okay.
That's been inserted into it. Would you like to take the dagger?
Yeah, I'll take the dagger and I'll take the note.
Okay, it is a best craftsmanship mono dagger with a sculpted saint's head as the pommel.
Okay.
Mono gives it 82, it's not primitive anymore, and best craftsmanship gives it plus 10 to hit. So,
Yeah, I'll look at it like, I think Severus would look at it and say, primitive, but has a certain beauty to it. And then I would turn around. Does Octus have like knife sheaths or something like that on him? Like,
at this point, no, you're all pretty much just in your clothing. Any fancy gear or accoutrement or anything other than just like covering up your gnarly bits was pretty much stripped, and all the regular clothing you had was very mistreated by the terrible, goopy, silty water and oily water that you've drunk through, and the blood stains that you've noticed are on it now that weren't there before. So you're very much disheveled and unkempt, like you haven't been washed in weeks' time.
I got a belt. I managed to grab a belt.
Yeah,
so I got one thing.
okay, but you don't, like, what I was wondering is if I could have seen like an empty knife sheath on anybody's clothes.
I've had knives, so it's up to the GM.
Don't have anything like that. Yeah, nobody would have anything like that at this point in time. But you could potentially do it's not insight. I forget what it is in the system.
Can I do logic? A logic roll?
Well, isn't it like Jace's turn? Like we're still in a bit of combat to
You
like
still
back
are
it
in a
up?
bit of combat,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Are we out of combat, you said?
No, we're still in combat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were out of combat. That's why I'm doing all this talking.
Well, there's still
Sorry.
people happening, but again, the tech priest is off doing tech priest things at this point. They've kind of
Yeah, I don't really care about the combat anymore. So
So detached.
I'm very interested in this knife.
no,
It seems like a very
I'm fine with logic if you want to do logic checks just to see based on his previous movements, actions, and whatever. If
Yeah,
he
what-
would be skilled with a blade.
yeah.
Okay, and then
I
Jason,
rolled a-
what are you doing at this time?
Roll a 19. I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you would definitely know that he has some skills with well, what are you skilled in, Octopus? Are you skilled with
Skilled with the blade, I think. I would say, I would turn around to Oculus and I would say, I think he told me his name too, right?
Yeah.
I'd say,
Is that
I'd
like
say
3 times?
Oculus.
Still
Oculus, I believe that this primitive weapon would be of some use in your hands, better than mine.
Any weapon
And I
would,
would like hold it out to him.
I take it. Any weapon would be better use in my hands than your hands.
Okay,
And
got
it's
it.
Octus.
On deck.
My name is Octus.
What did I say? At a character?
Like,
did I say Oculus?
Yeah,
Octavius.
you said Oculus like 3 times.
Kind of like Cedric,
Which
like
again,
brag about your
is
name like
very
3
tech
times.
priest. It's very in line with the tech priest. He's just like, I don't care what your name is.
Yeah, his sarcasm just kind of goes over me. I don't even like. I turn around and I get back to like investigating this body.
Okay, so back to Jason Tiff. What are you doing now? I'm sorry.
I am still trying to make noise.
All right, give me another weapon skill check, both of you. Let's see how you do this time. Let's see if you can successfully extricate the remainder of the.
Can I all out attack to do the? Can I
Oh
all
my
attack
God,
the
3.
floor?
I would say no, because you don't have any weak spots to aim for. Very much just a straight roll.
Don't roll the weapon. I got a 3, so if you fail, we're still good.
Okay, so Tib, once again, continuing his jig. I'm gonna need you to come up with whatever your original country's form of dance is, because clearly you trained in that at some point.
It's Karakor, and it's like a lot of stomping, sort of like very primitive, like trying
Alright.
to. It's more like a taunting motion at time, and taunt works.
Severus inspected the body, so now all of the things are going to see if they eat some meat or not. 2, 3, 4.
Come on, drunken man, you can do it.
Okay, so this one charges this guy. It hits him. Okay, and it just bites him a little bit. It just kind of worries into him. The other ones kind of take some steps in different directions. They're not quite sure, where the things are. Some of them move more towards everyone over here. And they just kind of like filter out a little bit. Okay. So this guy is going to run over to the pit. This one is now going to try running, as well as our last 2. But this one is going to get attacked again. Just this. Mighty successfully manages to dodge past its jaws, so there you go. Alright, back to Octus.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Can you staunch the bleeding on his face?
I'm gonna go up to the door. And can I open the door?
This door over here is actually already open.
Okay. What do I
It was
see?
a jar.
I open it.
Well, it's a door. It's not a jar.
Oh, I thought you said it was a jar. Sorry.
No, it's a door.
The door is ajar.
I'm so glad you're leaving us.
I open the door.
Door is
Abandoning
open.
us.
The door is open.
Too much in my character. I don't get the puns.
What do I see?
Yeah, that's fine. But it just leads down into a hallway.
And I just run down the hallway. I'm sorry, Severus and you guardsmen, loyal saviors of the people. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
I kind of look back to Severus and I was like, hey Severus, can you wait up for a bit? It's safe for numbers at the moment.
Okay. Well, so you go down. It's a long hallway, so you'll be running for a while. Okay. Jace and Tim and Severus. Anybody? Doesn't matter much.
Okay, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. I'm just gonna keep moving upwards.
Yeah, if Severus wants to do something first, the 2 of us already pretty dead.
I would just call out to Octus, and I would say, Oculus, you should
Octus.
wait. Probability dictates that we have stronger in numbers, and I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna get back to the investigation. Is there anything else in his body or anything that I can find, or is it?
Make weapons out of it.
Let's see. Okay, so the body had. Let's see. Make and investigate search. Make a search check.
Search, you say?
Yeah, search. Why not?
Why not? Because I suck at it.
Well, sure, but that's what you're doing.
No.
Okay,
I
so
rolled an 84.
it looks like a dead body. No.
How was it killed? Actually, could that be the thing I look for? Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, since you're not that great at investigating, it takes you a little while to check it out. But you do notice that he appears to have died by his throat being slashed. And the cut is actually deep enough that it severed his spine, and like his head is actually only hanging on by just mere threads of tissue and flesh. So fatty skin at the back. So it's very much as you poke into it, the thing like almost falls off. You see the skin and fat kind of stretch with this squelching sound. It almost peels just by your barest investigation.
But I would say I would probably mutter something along the lines of the flesh is weak, and then in my head I'm storing this in my databanks because this is like definitely an argument for getting augmentations. Like, there's no need to have a fleshy, squishy spine. But you gotta get that shit changed out. Machines is the way to go. Then you can't get garroted like this.
Already making his business propositions.
All right, Tib and Jason Tib.
I'm gonna keep making that roll.
All right, let's see some.
I've won.
Failing.
I'm doing great. I'm doing 21. I'm saving these boys.
Failing.
What did Tib get?
21.
Okay, yeah. So you're just continuing on the exact same cadence of somehow Jace finding all the structural beams and Tib dancing, not where he just you watch where Jace goes and then you go somewhere else. Is really what's happening there. You've got a good duet of like, okay, that place is not very loud. Okay, so
Thanks,
this,
Pip. Thanks,
this
Jace.
gentleman right here is going to climb up the ladder, and like now that you've been making the sounds the same it's basically the same cadence. They're kind of like started slowly filtering all that information out, and they just rush the remaining people over there.
No.
Oh, I was able to save one.
And so it pretty much just turns into this bloody frenzy of bodies and gore and guts. And I'm actually going to switch these tokens because this guy better matches the person who's still alive. So
I'm not looking at look like a drunk
guards
kid.
with number 34. You're actually dead. Yeah, and they all are just quickly torn asunder.
Yeah. Should have given me your belt.
Should have given you both wins down the hallway with a bald face.
And yeah, so he's at the top of the ladder. You guys have escaped. Octus may or may not have run down the hallway.
I'm running. That's all I'm doing. I'm running away.
He may come back, and that's where that's as far as we're gonna go for this evening, everybody. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
That was tough, man.
That's something you guys may survive. I'm guessing you saw the clock and it said time to die.
Oh man.
Yeah, so yeah, hope everybody had fun with their first little jump into the world of 40K. I know it's very much a brutal encounter, but gotta get you in theme anyway. So yeah, like I said, don't know how it went, but I hope you all had fun. I had fun. Thanks everybody for playing, of course.
Yeah, I had fun. It was.
Thank you.
It was interesting. It's
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
like
it was a lot of fun.
I admit I didn't read any of the rule books. I didn't know nothing about the rules. I just did my character creation. That was it. And so it was all a surprise to me how the rules work and all that stuff. But Karkar, props to you. Like a very complex game. Like you knew all the modifiers and all this and that, and right away, like you must really be good at this game. It's a very tough game to, I say, to GM for sure. Gotta really know your shit. Props to you on that. It was fun. Had a good time. It was nice to start the game and the battle. Yeah, I think like Warhammer is like a battle, so like why not start it in battle? It was a tough one. It was a tough one. I'm surprised I lived. I'm at -1, but I don't know what that means still. But
That means you're sort of bleeding.
Again, all it really means is you have some fatigue, and we'll have to work on that as we go. There's some Medicaid skills that we can try to put you back together slowly. But again,
Look at the
really,
hammer.
most characters are fairly tough until your arm falls off. You know, it happens sometimes. Again,
That's an opportunity, my friends. It's an opportunity. Embrace the machine god, guys. This is an opportunity. Losing a limb is the best thing that can happen to you.
okay,
Well,
well,
I know how to
as,
get along with Jason.
as long as you're able to
Severus.
put my limb on, if you could roll good.
I cannot at this point, but if it is the will of the Omnissiah, he will provide you with one.
Okay, but okay,
All praise.
we could play this game again in 2 weeks if you guys so choose to. But if you would like to play this game more often, it's probably better to switch the day instead of Tuesday if you want to play on a more regular basis. But it's up to you guys. We could talk about that later, but we can tentatively play this game in 2 weeks if you want to do the next session in 2 weeks. Up to you guys.
Like regularly. This was a fun game. Everyone's fine, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to play once a week. Once a week would be fun, but I mean, I guess we should talk about it maybe offline or
Yeah,
afterwards or figure this out.
a different day would be better for once a week because I got a lot of other games that go on Tuesdays. That's like the main day. So like, if we can, anyways, but we could talk about it.
Okay.
You are very interesting, Omega. Just wild character.
Yeah, well,
All I know is Jason and Tim are becoming best of friends, right?
so
Oh
are
yeah,
you.
instead of Severus.
That's the beauty of the
Yeah,
RPG.
you guys need a
Like,
TV show.
the first session, we're just getting to know our own characters ourselves, plus everybody else's characters. But as we play, it'll evolve into like a good relationship. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hilarious.
definitely had fun watching you guys try to problem solve the encounter and reacting to each moment, and of course, Omega, you going to the bathroom at exactly the wrong time.
Yeah.
Definitely generated some tension. It definitely put some tension in there that wouldn't have been there otherwise. So,
Yeah.
Hilarious moment.
yeah, so some good moments there. So again, really appreciate everybody playing. I hope everybody had fun, and yeah, definitely have to do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I wanted to say one more thing, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, everybody,
You wanted to ask about XP.
are we getting XP for that?
We'll see. I'll think about it.
Okay, think about it, because we could use it for sure. And it's making me
Yeah,
like,
Jay should get some XP.
it's gonna make me really think hard where I'm gonna put it for sure.
Yeah, there's so many skills and stuff that are so important, right? Like awareness, like combat.
I really do try to roll in if you have common lore, scholastic lore, and none of y'all probably have forbidden lore because nobody's the adept.
I do.
But, okay, well
I've
there you
got
go.
one.
See, so I do try to push in some of those, dumb skills that people would normally call dumb skills. I usually try to pull those up as often as possible. So definitely think about what your character would do, what their backstory was, what they would actually be good at, and what they'd be educated in. And then, of course,
Yeah.
don't dump toughness because that's a good way to die fast.
That was hilarious. Jace just yells at me, and I just yell at Chase over the club. who went the talking stick?
Bonking stick.
Okay, well, I guess now I feel like playing Battle Sector. But everybody, and that game you told me about, Bartleby, yeah, I have that game actually. And yeah,
Gladius.
Gladius, yeah.
It's probably one of the best games.
Yeah, I played it. Yeah,
Gladius is really fun.
it's good.
Actually,
It's a good game
there's
for
like
sure.
There's another Warhammer.
I play with about.
Sorry.
I play with about 3 or 4 other people. So if you ever want to play, we usually play like Sundays and Thursdays, I think. Those are kind of a drop in, sort of like a game of Timmy. Like people just show up and play. So if you ever want to join, I got battle sectors on my bucket list. I'm waiting for a sale that I'll pick up.
Okay. Everybody, thanks for coming out. I think Pirate Borg's the next up. If not, you're going to see this game in probably 2 weeks. Or sooner if we change the day. But everybody, thanks for coming out. Have a good night.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye.